𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, all... I don't know.
Me.
What's going on? What do you mean a new you?
I'm wearing a dress.
Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, yeah. Look at that. Hey, yeah. You're wearing a dress. You look very beautiful.
Is that new?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's her whole new look.
Okay.
She's got a stylist now.
She's a woman. She's never worn a dress.
Yeah, I've never seen yet.
Not
The
really,
first time.
not here.
She's like a woman who is a closeted lesbian who only would dress like a man. Now she's dressing like a girl.
It's like Ellen DeGeneres wearing a dress. That's
right.
never going to happen.
𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, you look charming today. What's up? What do you got for us?
Well, just one major headline, then the rest I'll do tomorrow.
Go ahead. All right.
JD has broken up with the girl he was dating.
How about JD?
JD was, he could break up? Were they together?
Well, it was really more her doing because he didn't really like to go out that much.
Right.
And I guess she wanted to date, and, you know, there were some other things, too.
She actually wanted to leave her apartment.
She actually wanted to be in something, so she's broken up the nothing.
Here's my guess on that. I don't think JD had a girlfriend, from what I can tell.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
That nothing really was going on?
Yeah. Honestly, I think that was a boba mindset.
Oh, what?
You didn't think I had it? Well, hold on.
It's Italian for a made-up story.
Oh, made-up story?
I don't think you were dating anyone. How serious was this thing that you...
It wasn't any... Dude, it wasn't anything serious. There was no girlfriend. It wasn't...
You were banging
Then how
her.
do you break up with nothing?
She was just interested in,
Going outside.
Well, no.
Seeing and having some life besides macaroni and cheese and playing video games.
Okay.
That isn't even the same girl, is it?
No. He couldn't get that one. Who's this chick, man? Did you bang her?
This is the one he kissed in the office, I think.
Oh, yeah, right. Is this
That's why I didn't know what she did for a living.
You know what? I can't. I'm not even...
I kissed her in the office.
I'm not even confirming or denying
kissed her vagina
anymore. I didn't know.
I don't know what she did, and now I don't have to learn.
I bit her on the vagina.
I was in her office, but I don't know what kind of office it was.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sorry.
So what happened? She broke up with you?
There wasn't anything to break up. She is just interested in me more as a friend than.
But she made out with you. So she got turned off. Something turned her off. What turned her off? Do you know? You know how hotels, after you go, they ask for like a performance rating?
Right, like give me fill out this survey.
Yeah, you should have a little survey card and go, what went wrong? Check off. Breath smelled, whatever. What was the reason?
Are you pleased with your service? Was the help courteous and helpful?
It was.
Would you return?
I had heard she said she likes to go out and JD doesn't like to do anything.
Well, I mean, there's that, and our hours are sort of odd, and she lives in Jersey.
Oh boy!
So it was just everything.
I guess you didn't live up to the JD hype. I guess girls think they're dating this big famous celebrity, and suddenly it's just, JD.
I'm looking at his weird facial hair. I can't stop.
Oh my God! Fuck off!
You mean under his chin where there's a big bald patch? Dude, can I tell you about your facial hair? Because I want to help you.
It's like somebody wrote crazy glue on my face and cat fur got attached.
If you want to...
I can't win. I just can't win.
JD, if you want to grow a beard like what you're doing...
I don't want to grow a beard.
You see under your chin, you see what I do? You see how I got like stubble, but then I shave the neck? You got to shave the neck part because you got a big hole, like a big bald patch underneath your neck, and it's kind of disturbing, honestly. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Well, I know what Robin's talking about.
I don't talk like this a lot, so.
Want me to teach you how to shave that?
No.
Seriously.
No, I'm fine.
You got to get do you have like shears?
No, I just use a razor.
Yeah, but you see under your neck, you got to shave under your neck, like over here.
Yeah, okay, I know.
See how I do it? Come look at me. Touch my neck. You want me to shave you?
No.
Well, it's also up here, too, because there's, like, areas where there's just, like, 3 hairs.
I know. He needs to groom. You know what you need? You need shears like I use. Like it just takes it down to stubble.
But the areas where there's only 2 or 3 hairs, he needs to get rid of those.
Yeah, I think that's why she broke up with you. That might be one of the reasons. She's like, man, my boyfriend's got a weird beard.
Anything else you want to point out to everyone, Robin? Where's your magnifying glass?
So why didn't you take this girl out? I mean,
I did. We went out a few times.
Where'd you take her?
We went to some restaurants. Went out to eat and went to a movie and
yeah.
And
Well, did you make out with her every time or?
Yeah, we kissed. So
Kiss was good, romantic.
Yeah.
All right, you got dinner. Now where's my anal?
No.
Yeah, maybe that was it. I got a huge boner. I heard you took her to Steve Brandano's party.
Yes.
That was a mistake.
Ooh.
She probably met a guy there.
No.
I met a lot of nice guys at this party JD took me to.
No.
Oh, yeah, you took her to the party?
She,
Where's Steve? Hey, Steve, was she hot?
Oh, God. We're just going to analyze everything?
Well, why not? What else?
Well, what else do we do here?
So infrequent that we get a girl to analyze.
She doesn't want to be talked about. Anyways, go ahead.
Who cares now? She broke up with you.
Well,
What can we hurt now?
Steve, was she super hot?
Yeah, she was really cute. I was actually, I talked to John without JD knowing after the party, and I was like, I was like, this girl was really cool. She was into JD. I saw them at one, like, she wanted to watch.
Into him?
She was, the party was going on outside.
I heard you're dating her now.
not yet.
Not yet. That's what I mean. Were guys hitting on her and stuff?
No, she was into JD. Like I was saying, we were having the party in the backyard, and they went downstairs to like watch the hockey game into my apartment. I came down. They're on one like love seat. Like there was I don't know. They were really close, making out, and I don't know. She really seemed to be.
Weird? Was it like kind of jarring seeing JD making out with a chick?
Like
it was a little bit.
Oh,
And two,
I've just been traumatized. I saw JD making out on a couch with a girl.
Oh my God, I don't know what to do now.
And she did seem like a really cool chick, and she seemed to be into JD for the right reasons too.
Right.
So I was
what are those
really
reasons,
surprised.
by the way? Just so other
Yeah,
girls
let
can
us know what the right reasons to be into JD are.
No, she wanted his money. So JD, this sounds like a hot chick and
She
everything.
liked hockey.
Because you can't force her into it, but
Yeah, I mean, I
What'd
can't.
you do?
I don't know.
if she's making out with you on a couch,
Maybe what I didn't do. I don't know.
sounds like you should have fucked her.
I'm not getting into everything that happened, but you know.
You fucked her? It sounds like if she's making out with you in public, she really wants you to give it to her. Because that's like saying publicly, this is my boyfriend, and like she's proud. I mean, honestly, right, Robin?
Yeah, she's going out with you. She's not running around the party trying to meet Steve Brandano and the other stars she had brought her to. She's with you.
Maybe you're a bad lay. Maybe you did fuck her.
Oh, maybe I am.
You think I'm a good lay?
What movie did you take her to?
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh, God.
Oh, no kidding.
Hey, it's a funny movie.
You watch, it'll be on Time's Best 100 Films of All Time.
Excuse me, where's that clitoris again?
Hey, while we're going between the second and third period of the Canadians playoff, could I finger you?
Where's that love spot? Where's that little love button?
Can I tickle your G-spot while the player goes into the penalty box?
Do you like a tongue up your ass?
Just checking.
Oh, so you did have sex with her. So you turned her off. That did it.
I don't know.
I was licking her anus like a postage stamp.
Did you hold out a long time?
I don't want to get into it. It's the whole thing.
We don't know who she is.
It doesn't matter. She knows, and
She's a witness
She
protection
doesn't
now.
want to remember?
I'm reading between the lines. Sounds like he finished too early. Like upon entry. I've had that happen too with a couple of hot
no,
chicks.
it didn't. That's
Like you put it in and feels so good.
I've
Hey,
never shot my load when I opened my zipper before. It's never happened.
Oh, Jake.
first time.
it's not what happened.
I got my zipper off. Then I came.
Give me 15 minutes. I'll get it back.
I'll get it up again.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
And what did she say? When did she lower the boom on you and say she just wanted to be friends?
Last week.
This was after all these dates and you
Yeah.
called her out?
I was just about to put my cock in her vagina.
By the
She
way,
said, I just want to be friends.
now that she told you she just wants to be friends, how's the friendship going? That's gonna. I like a girl goes, I just want to be friends with you. Yeah, because I'm gonna be calling you now to be
Right.
friends.
Yeah. I want to be a friend who we never speak
Yeah.
and we never see each other.
Because someone told me JD brought his girlfriend to watch him co-host that, the show he does with Tracy.
She just came by.
And then, like, JD gave her a little kiss before he went on the air. So that had to be
Oh,
impressive.
he was
for
into
luck.
her.
What's that, JD?
Kiss me for luck.
You made me sound like such a douche.
When you kiss me, I get very articulate.
Oh, you were really into her.
Yeah. Did you cry when she broke up with you?
No, I didn't cry. No.
But she gave you the friend speech, huh?
I mean,
How did she do it? Like, she's like, JD, there's something I need to talk to you about? Like she did on the phone?
no.
Where'd she do it, in person?
Did she do it by text?
No, something like that.
She's like, get your cock out of me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Forget the rubbers. I'm through with you.
So she texted
Everybody
you?
texts him that message.
What's the message? Like, what is she saying it? Like,
we were,
Were you sexting and she said,
No.
I want to be friends?
no, we were IMing. We were in different places IMing, instant messaging.
Yes.
And she, in the conversation, she brought it up, and
I like that you brought up in a text. Just want, then the number 2, B, just the letter B, friends. Just want to be friends.
I mean, what were you talking about?
I don't even remember.
Like all of a sudden she said, JD, I'm thinking I just want to be friends. And did you describe to her that chances are you aren't going to be friends?
Yeah, something like that. And she said herself, like, she found it rare that she liked me because she doesn't like people. A lot of people.
What did she say? What?
What did he just say?
What did you just say? I don't even know what you just said.
I think I confused myself.
What did you just say?
She's not. I don't know what I mean. I don't know. She just finds things wrong with guys like real fast, and I guess she found something about me. I don't know.
So you didn't ask her what it was?
No, I mean we did, but she.
So what's wrong with you?
Well, she didn't even necessarily know. I mean, she stated the not going out, and
But you took her to the fucking movie.
And you brought her here.
I guess I didn't do it enough. I don't know. So what am I supposed to do?
I happen to know. First of all, I love JD. I was talking about JD when I was out in Hollywood with Ryan Phillippe and stuff, and I was telling him, if I had a son, I'd want JD as my son.
Sure.
Yeah, I like
you can have him. Nobody else has claimed him.
Hey.
Well, now it's too late.
I've got a lot of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
you can have him
he's
as your
awkward.
son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a puppy?
But she told 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she fell in love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
She's pretty Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we can come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
Well, I don't
Well, see, there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the right reasons.
I don't think it was that. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what that's about. So.
I think she's
What's
in
she doing talking to 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗏 anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the studio. They were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's possible.
Oh,
that
baby.
is possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
Rim me.
She'll be all over you.
Bukkake. I want to decorate your face like mac and cheese.
Did you try any of that dirty talk that you do with her? Like that you did with 𝗪𝗪?
Like here and there, not so much.
Yeah.
She wasn't,
It's not that into it. Huh?
Well, it didn't really get to there a whole lot.
I want to smack your ass, please. I want to put peanut butter on your tits. Lick it off. I want to put peanut butter on my cock and have you lick it off. I heard you had big boobs, too, the guys were telling me. She had, like, really nice rack.
Everyone noticed everything, huh?
Well, hey, you know what your friends are like
I know,
here.
I know.
I would never bring a girl around these guys. What are you doing?
I want to suck your vagina until your head caves in. I want to make you look like that little freaking Beetlejuice when the head shrunk.
You fucking so hard you look like Beetlejuice.
I don't have a hat problem.
Oh, my goodness.
You want to suck her so hard that her head okay?
She goes down a few hat sizes.
You think that's what happened to Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Wow.
I'm sorry it didn't work out, man. It was probably cool having a girlfriend for a little bit.
Well, it wasn't like an exclusive thing,
Because you can't be exclusive.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't want to give up dating other women. I still want to have my freedom.
Exactly.
Now I'm free as
as free as I was.
I'm as free as a free bird.
And this bird you cannot change.
Is that another issue, like for you? Like you need to be able to play the field. You're not ready to settle down.
Guess, yeah.
Maybe that was it. She thought you're going to keep a lid on your appetite. Who knows?
Who knows?
She wasn't into sharing
I'm
you.
sure I'll find out here soon.
JD, it's hard to share you with the whole world. Sorry, honey. Nothing keeps the badass out of town. The badass. Nobody can hold the badass down. Nobody. No broad. No one.
You can't cage the badass.
So are you still friends with her on Facebook?
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
Well, or did you unfriend? Did you unfriend?
I
her?
haven't done anything.
She goes, I just want to be friends, and then he unfriends her. No, she can't get what she wants. Oh, that's a shame, man.
What?
I can't believe she texted you. Like, that's not cool, right? Shouldn't she have called you?
Well, it was,
No, that's the new thing.
It was within a conversation over instant message. It was.
I guess I'm an old fart because I don't break up with people over text. Like,
No,
that's
with
the,
technology.
Plus, you're married. You can't really break up with.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't do my business over texting, but like the kids today.
But I mean, even if you do it over the phone, you're using technology.
Right.
You know?
But I mean, kids today are just like all about the texting.
Right.
Because that message can get confusing, you know. I just want to be your friend. Text it. It's cold. You know. I bet you took it hard, though. You know, because
I mean, what happens when she says that in the conversation on the IM? What do you do? What do you type back?
Well, I mean, it was just within.
LOL.
I don't remember how the conversation went, but it was just like because it was sort of like I knew she wasn't necessarily happy with how I am, not going out so much.
Oh, she had already started complaining.
By the way, that's all bullshit. You know, chicks give you a reason, but it's not the real reason.
Well, I mean, whatever, but still, I mean, I didn't expect, the Friends rap, so.
Shit, she was good looking too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That sucks. I get the feeling you fucked her, but you're not saying. Because it sounds like if she was making out with you at Steve Brandano's party, she's pretty proud of you.
I've said a lot about her that she wasn't happy with, so.
What did you say? You said nothing.
No, it's just the whole thing. She isn't, even though no one knows who she is, she knows who she is, and, like a couple people she knows listens to the show, and they know that she was seeing me, so.
And it's so shameful and embarrassing to be seeing you?
Not that, but she just doesn't want everyone knowing.
Right,
everything.
she doesn't want anyone to know if she put out for you or not.
Yeah.
No, I can
Stuff like
understand
that.
that. I understand that.
Is this why you stopped shaving? You're like,
I've been mourning. You got to learn how to groom that beard, though,
Okay,
man.
well,
You're not going to get another girl looking like that.
I know.
You look at fucking Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes.
That's some nasty facial hair, brother. You got to clean it up underneath because you got a big hole in your beard underneath your chin.
Okay, I know. I see it.
It's like it's like a bald guy except under your chin. Wonder why hair doesn't grow in that random spot. Lift up your neck.
Someone said it's stress. Like,
Let me see. Lift up. Look at that. That's weird.
I'm like Apple the cat. I'm ripping my fur out.
Right.
Special needs.
It's like an insane person's beard. I've got a retarded beard. Help. Oh, hey, man. I'm sorry.
Was my cunnilingus not up to expectations?
Probably your dick's too small.
Fuck you.
You need a big thick cock.
I'm all right. I do okay.
I told you some chick broke up with me. My cock wasn't big enough. She found a guy with a bigger dick.
JD stands for Junior Dick.
All right, let's not get that. I don't need it. It's hard to.
No, I bet you got a big one.
it's what? What's hard, JD?
No.
Anyway, hey, you know what? Fuck that.
Let's move on.
You're going to find a new girl. Huh?
I know.
It'll
She
be
wasn't
real
the
easy.
one.
She wasn't the one. Everyone knew it. That night we saw you making out at the party, we knew she wasn't the one. All right, brother.
Okay.
Seriously.
And
shave
don't
under
tease
there.
JD and say you want to be his father.
I love the guy.
Tease me.
No, he's just like you know what? I love JD. He's so awkward and everything. And you just want to give him a hug. You know what I mean?
You know, his father is King Kamehameha.
No.
You know.
So, leave him alone. He's got a dad.
Somewhere out there's a girl who loves nice, dirty talk and likes to sit inside and just watch movies.
That's damn right.
Right. All right. Thank
Wants
you, JD.
to play with peanut butter.
Going to take a break, and then we're going to do the news right after these words.
Yes.
Yeah, hold
Oh, yes.
Ronnie wants to give you some beard advice.
Ronnie didn't say anything about giving any advice.
Ryan doesn't want to give me advice.
Didn't Howard say during the break that you should talk to him?
Yeah,
for
that's
some
what
advice?
he said, but, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
What?
This guy. He don't give a fuck about himself anyway, so why should I give him advice? Why should
You
I
care
give him
about
advice?
yourself, Ronnie?
No, he doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't.
No, he don't. He doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't care about myself. I hate women.
If he wants to grow a beard the right way, first thing he should do is just go to a good barber, okay? Who gives him a good straight edge razor shave and shaves it for him, okay? And then he can keep after it himself. That's all he's got to do. That's all he has to do. That's it.
First, I'm not even trying to grow a beard. This is just.
That's what he keeps saying, but the stupid shit is still there every day. So how can he say he's not grown it?
Because I'm lazy. I'm just not taking. I'm not being proactive with the facial hair.
Well, then cut it off altogether.
I do.
No, you don't. Look at it.
Yeah, I know, just not now.
Yeah, but you got it. You're shaving it. You can see you're shaving in the
No,
spots.
I'm not
you
shaving
grew
this at
in
all.
here.
I'm not
that
shaving
piece
anything.
is grown in there.
No, I'm not shaving.
Come on, man.
Now you can read my facial hair and what's actually been shaved. I haven't touched any of this for like a week or whatever. I don't know how long.
Well, go to a goddamn barbershop.
I don't need a barbershop.
Yes, you do.
I can shave it whenever.
No, you can't. You don't know how to shape it right.
It's not about shaving. I'm not trying to. This is just laziness.
Well, then shave it off. Don't be lazy. And get rid of it if you're not growing a beard. It looks disgusting.
Fuck you.
It looks horrible.
You're horrible.
It's shitty looking.
You're shitty looking.
Then fucking shave it off if you're not really
JD, do you wish you could grow a beard like Ronnie?
Really
No, I don't want to. I don't need to do
Ronnie
anything.
can grow a pretty nice beard.
Well, Ronnie's 80 years old. Of course, I should hope he can grow one by now.
Okay? Yeah. Well, take advice from somebody who's fucking 80. Either shape it right or fucking shave it off.
It's a little grayer than it usually is.
Don't worry about it.
And he got rid of the beard. It's just a goatee now.
Don't worry about it, okay? Fucking get it shaped right.
See, now we're back. When is this Ronnie coming back? I want this. I want the happy-go-lucky Ronnie.
He was never here. This guy was never here. That picture was never. He was never here. Okay. That guy was never here. This is bullshit. This picture.
Ronnie.
What?
Do you have any advice for JD about the ladies?
I just told you.
No, the ladies.
No, it's
He's
the
had a
ladies.
little trouble.
He
with
thinks
this
I hate
past
women.
girl.
He thinks I hate women
He
too.
probably tried to fuck this girl upside down and inside out, and she ran out of the house.
Why do you think that?
Because he's got issues, man.
I got issues. He thinks I'm fucking.
He's got issues. He's crazy. Comes to girls, he's out of his mind.
Okay, let's roll something like the scores and whatever Rick's footage.
Okay.
Who's out of their mind with girls?
Yeah, but at least they like me.
Okay, they like him at that moment in time.
You know, if I had a son, I'd want JD as my son.
You sure?
Yeah, I like
you can have him. Nobody else has claimed
Hey,
it.
hey.
Well, now it's too late.
I've
Now
got a lot of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him. You can have him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
You can have him
he's
as your
awkward.
son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a puppy.
But she told 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she fell in love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
She's pretty tongue. Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
No, okay.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we could come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
What? I don't
Well,
think.
see,
it was,
there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the
I don't
right
think it was
reasons.
that. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what that's about.
I think she's
What's
in
she
love.
doing talking to 𝗵𝗵𝗄 anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the they were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's
love you.
possible.
Oh,
That is
baby.
possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
I'm sorry.
So what happened? She broke up with you?
There wasn't anything to break up. She is just interested in me more as a friend than.
But she made out with you. So she got turned off. Something turned her off. What turned her off? Do you know? You know how hotels, after you go, they ask for like a performance rating?
Right, like give me just fill out this survey.
Yeah, you should have a little survey card and go, what went wrong? Check off. Breath smelled, whatever. What was the reason?
Are you pleased with your service? Was the help courteous and helpful?
It was.
Would you return?
I had heard she said she likes to go out and JD doesn't like to do anything.
Well, I mean, there's that, and our hours are sort of odd, and she lives in Jersey.
Oh boy.
So it was just everything.
I guess you didn't live up to the JD hype. I guess girls think they're dating this big famous celebrity, and suddenly it's just, JD.
I'm looking at his weird facial hair. I can't stop.
Oh my God! Fuck off!
You mean under his chin where there's a big bald patch? Dude, can I tell you about your facial hair? Because I want to help you.
It's like somebody wrote crazy glue on my face and cat fur got attached.
If you want to,
I can't win. I just can't win.
JD, if you want to grow a beard like what you're doing,
I don't want to grow a
you
beard.
see under your chin. You see what I do? You see how I got like stubble, but then I shave the neck.
Is this why you stopped shaving? You're like,
I've been mourning. You got to learn how to groom that beard, though, man.
Well,
You're not going to get another girl looking like that.
I know.
You look at fucking Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes.
That's some nasty facial hair, brother. You got to clean it up underneath because you got a big hole in your beard underneath your chin.
Okay, I know. I see it.
It's like it's like a bald guy except under your chin. Wonder why hair doesn't grow in that random spot. Lift up your neck.
Someone said it's stress.
Let me see. Let me see. Lift up. Look at that. That's weird.
I'm like Apple the cat. I'm ripping my fur out.
Right.
Special needs.
It's like an insane person's beard. I've got a retarded beard. Help. Oh, hey, man. I'm sorry.
Was my cunnilingus not up to expectations?
Probably your dick's too small.
Fuck you.
You need a big thick cock.
I'm all right. I do okay.
I told you some chick broke up with me. My cock wasn't big enough. She found a guy with a bigger dick.
JD stands for Junior Dick.
All right, let's not get that. I don't need it. It's hard.
No, I bet you got a big one.
It's what? What's hard, JD?
No.
Anyway, hey, you know what? Fuck that.
Let's move on.
You're going to find a new girl.
I know.
It'll
She
be
wasn't
real
the
easy.
one.
She wasn't the one. Everyone knew it. That night we saw you making out at the party, we knew she wasn't the one. All right, brother.
Okay.
He's got a dad.
Somewhere out there's a girl who loves nice, dirty talk and likes to sit inside and just watch movies.
That's damn right.
Right. All right. Thank you,
Wants
JD.
to play with peanut butter.
Going to take a break, and then we're going to do the news right after these words.
Katie, hold
Yes.
on a second.
Oh, yes.
Ronnie wants to give you some beard advice.
Ronnie didn't say anything about giving any advice.
Ronnie doesn't want to give me advice.
Didn't Howard say during the break that you should talk to him?
Yeah,
for
that's
some
what he
advice?
said, but, you know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
What?
This guy. He don't give a fuck about himself anyway, so why should I
JD?
give him advice? Why should
You
I
care
give him
about
advice?
yourself, Ronnie?
No, he doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't.
No,
to
he
Ronnie,
don't. He doesn't.
To Ronnie, I don't
If
care
he
about
wants-
myself. I
If he
hate
wants
women.
if he wants to grow a beard the right way, first thing he should do is go to a good barber, okay? Who gives him a good straight edge razor shave and
first-
shapes it for him, okay? And then he can keep after it himself. That's all he's got to do. That's all he has
That's
to do. That's it.
First, I'm not even trying to grow a beard. This is just.
That's what he keeps saying, but the stupid shit is still there every day. So how can he say he's not grown it?
Because I'm lazy. I'm just not taking. I'm not being proactive with the facial hair.
Well, then cut it off altogether.
I do.
No, you don't. Look at it.
Yeah, I know, just not now.
Yeah, but you got it. You're shaving it. You can see you're shaving in the
No,
spots.
I'm not
you
shaving
grew
this
this
at
in
all.
here.
I'm not
that
shaving
piece
anything.
is grown in there.
No, I'm not shaving.
Oh, you were really into her.
Did you cry when she broke up with you?
No, I didn't cry. No.
But she gave you the friend speech, huh?
I mean, you know.
How did she do it? Like, she's like, JD, there's something I need to talk to you about? Like she did on the phone?
No.
Would she do it in person?
Did she do it by text?
No, something like that.
She's like, get your cock out of me.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Forget the rubbers. I'm through with you.
So she texted
Everybody
you?
texts him that message.
What's the message? Like, what is she saying it? Like,
we were, you know,
Were you sexting and she said,
No.
I want to be friends?
no, we were IMing. We were in different places IMing, instant messaging.
Yeah.
And she, you know, in the conversation, she brought it up, and
I like that you brought up in a text. Just want, then the number 2, B, just the letter B, friends. Just want to be friends.
I mean, what were you talking about?
I don't even remember.
Like all of a sudden she said, JD, I'm thinking I just want to be friends. And did you describe to her that chances are you aren't going to be friends?
Yeah, something like that. And she said herself, like she found it rare that she liked me because she doesn't like people. A lot of people.
What did she say? What?
What did he just say?
What did you just say? I don't even know what you just said.
I think I confused myself.
What did you just say?
She's not, I don't know.
Son.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Well,
like
you
it.
can have him. Nobody else has claimed him.
Hey,
Well, now it's too late.
I've
Now
got a
I
lot
don't
of free time now. I'm not dating.
I love JD.
Mother left him.
JD's
You can have him.
JD's a really good fucking guy. But
You can have him
he's
as your
awkward.
son.
He's so awkward, it's lovable.
Like a puppy?
But she told Jim McClure that, do you know about this?
I don't even know if I want to know.
She said JD is so much better on the air than in person. So she
She
fell in
didn't-
love with JD on the air. Can you imagine?
Oh, no.
She's pretty tongue. Did you hear that whole story?
No, not.
That's what I heard.
No, okay.
But, I mean, when he's on the air, he's with us.
Yeah, it's more fun when JD's with us. If we could come on the dates.
You and Fred doing your impressions of me?
I guess the real JD didn't interest her. She likes the whole JD on the air thing, so she probably wasn't the right girl for you.
Well, I don't
Well,
think.
see,
it was,
there goes Steve leading us wrong. She said that she liked JD for all the
I don't
right
think it was
reasons.
that. I don't know what. Well, I don't even know what that's about. So.
I think she's in
What's she
love.
doing talking to Jim McClure anyway?
Well,
I know.
she was back in the. They were watching us do the Tracy show. He's the producer.
I think she's in love with the Fred impression.
That's
love you.
possible.
Oh,
That is
baby.
possible.
Kiss me.
Whatever.
You ought to write down Fred's lines.
Rim me.
I haven't done anything.
She goes, I just want to be friends, and then he unfriends her. She can't get what she wants. Oh, that's a shame, man. What? I can't believe she texted you. Like, that's not cool, right? Shouldn't she have called you?
Well, it was,
no, that's the new thing.
It was within a conversation over instant message. It was that.
I guess I'm an old fart because I don't break up with people over text. Like,
no,
that's
with technology.
Plus, you're married. You can't really break up with
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I don't do my business over texting, but like the kids today.
But I mean, even if you do it over the phone, you're using technology.
Right.
You know?
But I mean, kids today are just like all about the texting.
Right.
Because that message can get confusing, you know. I just want to be your friend texted. It's cold. You know. I bet you took it hard, though. You know, because
I mean, what happens when she says that in the conversation on the IM? What do you do? What do you type back?
Well, I mean, it was just within.
LOL.
I don't remember how the conversation went, but it was just like because it was sort of like I knew she wasn't necessarily happy with how I am, not going out so much. Or
she had already started complaining.
By the way, that's all bullshit. You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staff, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, when the guys at Howard TV first conceived the show, my guest today was one of the first names that popped up as a must-have. Now, it's not because of any one particular thing that he does, it's because he has utter and complete verbal diarrhea. You may love him, you may hate him, but you certainly know what his penis looks like. His phony phone calls are instant classics, and his least favorite number is 143. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sal, the stockbroker 𝗻𝗁𝗲𝗍.
Rachel Fine!
Sal 𝗻𝗁𝗲𝗍. Oh, you're not falling for that. Let's just...
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay,
little
sit down.
You feel warm?
Not falling for that again.
Fresh and warm.
Sit down. Are you ready to answer some fan questions?
I am ready. I'm ready for anything that you ask me.
Fantastic. Can I keep your eyes in this general direction?
Yes.
All right, first question comes from JM on Twitter. He wants to know, how did you feel when you got hired by Howard?
Extremely excited, Rachel, but at first, to be honest, I thought it was a prank because Gary pranked me 5 years prior. They got me pretty good on the show. I was working on Wall Street, and I was actually that day writing jokes for Artie Lang because he was doing the Donald Trump roast. And I was kind of bummed out, the Win John's job just ended, the great Richard Christie won, which is the greatest thing to happen to the show. And I got a call like, hello, Howard was thinking we'd like to give you a shot here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Sure enough, I got invited into the show, and it's been 7 years later. So it's been great.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, thank you.
Next question came in from Facebook. This is from John R. He says, F, marry, kill, Richard, Howard, and Robin, and explain your reasons.
Okay. Well, definitely marry Richard because I love him, and he's my second wife. I would probably Howard because it would make for great radio. Robin, you won't believe what happened to me last night. What, Howard? Sal me up the Oh my God, don't tell me that. Yes, he did. And I would, unfortunately, because of the game, have no choice but to kill Robin.
That hurts.
Sorry, Robin.
That's crazy.
Sorry to hear that.
What's wrong with him?
Only because of the game. Only because the
really
game
getting into that.
gives me no choice but to do it. Okay.
Excellent. Moving on.
Is she dead yet?
She is dead. Next question is from Joseph M. on Facebook. He asks, what do you want to do once the Stern Show ends?
You. Every
That is
night.
so sweet.
As long as Richie Wilson doesn't kill me.
You're going to have to clear that with Richie.
What do I want to do? I want to continue to write with Richard Christie, put shows together, comedy, perhaps work for a television show like Jimmy Kimmel, certainly pursue stand-up, and just continue within that vicinity, in the entertainment industry in some capacity.
Sounds good. Maybe you'll be the next Ronnie Mund.
I said entertainment.
Next question is Kim S. also on Facebook.
Kim S.
She says, Sal,
Yes.
tell me one thing you love about your wife, really love, no jokes. Can you?
Yes, of course. My wife is a spectacular and awesome mother. Really, really great. That's one. I could tell you a few.
Give me another.
I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she has a great personality. And I also think if it wasn't for her, 80% of my material would be out the window. She always says to me that, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything. And to some point, that's true. The price that we pay for that is a different story. But It's certainly the truth. She's really good.
She's a good source of your comedy.
Yeah, she's got a good sense of humor.
So romantic. Next one, also from Twitter, is from Roger. He says, how did you ever pass the Series 7 exam?
I studied every day. I actually made it a job. I got up at 9 in the morning and I went to my kitchen table and I stayed there till 5 p.m. And the only time I took a break was at noon, like I took a lunch break, and I would put on The Price is Right during my lunch break. And I watched The Price is Right, and then I went back to studying, and I studied real hard. I crammed it all in, and I got an 86 first time out.
Nice. Do you think if you took it again today without preparing, you'd pass it?
68. It would take some time, but I could certainly pass it again.
Nice. Next question, also from Twitter, is from Stacy. Stacy says, is Gary still eating black and white cookies with crumbs running down his chin?
Well, I would have to say yes, I am. I love them, and there's nothing better to put me to sleep quicker than a good old batch of black and white cookies right after I'm done playing solitaire ball.
Sorry to wake you up. Next one came in from Facebook. This is from Scott M.
Oh, Scott.
From Scott. Sal, what do you do all day other than the prank calls?
Well, that's a good question. We do song parodies. We listen to listener submissions. We put bits together. We put games together, like the Debbie the game today. We also write when people go out on the street. Rich and I actually go out on the street a lot, so we're constantly coming up with new concepts for the street, like Occupy Wall Street, like going to Harlem, talking about topical topics there. While the show is on, during the course of the show, I and Richard also send Howard jokes and media during the course of the show through Will and Steve on the computer. We submit jokes for other people as well, like Evil Dave. When 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗍 comes in, we write the announces for him. So constantly doing stuff.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Jose N on Facebook says, has there ever been one call that you really loved but couldn't play it on the show?
Yes, there are quite a few, and there's one in particular that we really love. It took about 6 months to produce. It involved many characters on the show, like 𝗦𝘁𝗲, like Craig Gass doing his Gene Simmons impersonation, and we just couldn't play it. This call was so good that Gary reached out to this particular person. They do have a product that they sell as well, and even gave that person the opportunity to come on the show and be interviewed about it, provided that we could play the prank call. Still didn't happen. There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh. My God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65, yeah.
Can we go back to the Series 7 question?
Yeah.
Michael G tweeted us.
So embarrassing.
Sal, is your hair growing back with the fake 𝗵𝗑𝗄𝗍?
Feel it. What do you think?
It actually looks good. It looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't feel it before. So
well, it was called 𝗵𝗑𝗄𝗍, and I got it from India. I went to this website online because 𝗵𝗑𝗍 is very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I looked online, and I received this Indian 𝗵𝗑𝗍 called 𝗵𝗑𝗍. And I tried that for a little bit, but I was getting some wacky side effects. So I stopped that, but what I'm doing now is I'm doing Rogaine twice a day. I do the Rogaine foam. Get right in the peaks, rub it in, go to the back. How's the back look?
It looks good.
Yeah, fill it up there. That's it, and then, and just the opposite on my balls, it's nair. Gets all the hair out. So bald here, full there. It's a match made in heaven, ladies. Match made in heaven.
Next is from Live and Uncut on Twitter. If you had to choose either your wife or Richard to live with for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Wow, that is a great question. Sorry, buddy.
Hey.
But I'm going to have to live with you for the rest of my life.
You pick me?
Do I stutter, shit?
Thanks, honey.
Well, I've had my wife for quite a long time. I've known my wife for 16 years now, and I've only known Richard for 7. So to be fair and to balance it out, I have to give him at least 9 more. So, yeah. Welcome aboard, babe. You're in.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, sweetie. Anything.
I want to thank Sal for answering all the questions that you, the fans, provided. Keep sending your questions in via Twitter, Facebook, email, and video submission. And remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next week, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I know I did.
Thank you very much for that.
Shut the cameras off.
Richie!
No, Richie. Bye.
I know. You don't even seem to understand the show. You just ruin everything. You got to be funny in here. I can't wait for you guys to see this on Howard TV.
Daily shows, classics, and exclusive behind-the-scenes access.
Well, that's going to be on Howard TV.
The funniest, sexiest, most star-studded network on TV is Howard TV On Demand.
Hey Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staff, 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗱ers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, when the guys at Howard TV first conceived the show, my guest today was one of the first names that popped up as a must-have. Now, it's not because of any one particular thing that he does, it's because he has utter and complete verbal diarrhea. You may love him, you may hate him, but you certainly know what his penis looks like. His phony phone calls are instant classics, and his least favorite number is 143. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Sal, the stockbroker, 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗍.
Rachel Fine!
Sal 𝗦𝗵𝗍𝗍. Oh, you're not falling for that. Let's just...
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Okay,
little
sit down.
You feel warm.
Not falling for that again.
Fresh and warm.
Just sit down. Are you ready to answer some fan questions?
I am ready. I'm ready for anything that you ask me.
Fantastic. Can I keep your eyes in this general direction?
Yes.
All right, first question comes from JM on Twitter. He wants to know, how did you feel when you got hired by Howard?
Extremely excited, Rachel, but at first, to be honest, I thought it was a prank because Gary pranked me 5 years prior. You know, they got me pretty good on the show. I was working on Wall Street, and I was actually that day writing jokes for Artie Lang because he was doing the Donald Trump roast. And I was kind of bummed out, you know, that when John's job just ended, the great Richard Christie won, which was the greatest thing to happen to the show. And I got a call, like, hello, you know, Howard was thinking, we'd like to give you a shot here. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Sure enough, I got invited into the show, and it's been 7 years later. So it's been great.
Wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, thank you.
Next question came in from Facebook. This is from John R. He says, F, marry, kill, Richard, Howard, and Robin, and explain your reasons.
Okay. Well, definitely marry Richard because I love him, and he's my second wife. I would probably fuck Howard because it would make for great radio. Yeah. Robin, you won't believe what happened to me last night. What, Howard? Sal fucked me up the ass. Oh, my God, don't tell me that. Yes, he did. And I would, unfortunately, because of the game, have no choice but to kill Robin.
That hurts.
Sorry, Robin.
That's crazy.
Sorry to hear that.
What's wrong with him?
Only because of the game. Only because
you're
the game
really getting into that.
gives me no choice but to do it. Okay.
Excellent. Moving on.
Is she dead yet?
She is dead. Next question is from Joseph M. on Facebook. He asks, what do you want to do once the Stern Show ends?
You. Every
That is
night.
so sweet.
As long as Richie Wilson doesn't kill me.
You're going to have to clear that with Richie.
What do I want to do? I want to continue to write with Richard Christie, put shows together, comedy, perhaps work for a television show like Jimmy Kimmel, certainly pursue stand-up, and just continue within that vicinity, in the entertainment industry in some capacity.
Sounds good. Maybe you'll be the next Ronnie Munt.
I said entertainment.
Next question is Kim S. also on Facebook.
Kim S.
She says, Sal,
Yes.
tell me one thing you love about your wife, really love, no jokes. Can you?
Yes, of course. My wife is a spectacular and awesome mother. Really, really great. That's one. I could tell you a few.
Give me another.
I think she's absolutely beautiful. I think she has a great personality. And I also think if it wasn't for her, 80% of my material would be out the window. She always says to me that, you know, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have anything. And to some point, that's true. You know, the price that we pay for that is a different story. But it's certainly the truth. She's really good.
She's a good source of your comedy.
Yeah, she's got a good sense of humor.
So romantic. Next one also from Twitter is from Roger. He says, how did you ever pass the Series 7 exam?
I studied every day. I actually made it a job. I got up at 9 in the morning and I went to my kitchen table and I stayed there till 5 p.m. And the only time I took a break was at noon, like I took a lunch break, and I would put on The Price is Right during my lunch break. And I watched The Price is Right, and then I went back to studying, and I studied real hard. I crammed it all in, and I got an 86 first time out.
Nice. Do you think if you took it again today without preparing, you'd pass it?
68. It would take some time, but I could certainly pass it again.
Nice. Next question also from Twitter is from Stacy. Stacy says, is Gary still eating black and white cookies with crumbs running down his chin?
Well, I would have to say yes, I am. I love them, and there's nothing better to put me to sleep quicker than a good old batch of black and white cookies right after I'm done playing solitaire, boy.
Sorry to wake you up. Next one came in from Facebook. This is from Scott M.
Oh, Scott.
From Scott. Sal, what do you do all day other than the prank calls?
What do I? Well, that's a good question. We do song parodies. We listen to listener submissions. We put bits together. We put games together, like the Debbie the Come game today. We also write when people go out on the street. Rich and I actually go out on the street a lot, so we're constantly coming up with new concepts for the street, like Occupy Wall Street, like going to Harlem, talking about topical topics there. While the show is on, during the course of the show, I and Richard also send Howard jokes and media during the course of the show through Will and Steve on the computer. We submit jokes for other people as well, like Evil Dave. When 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍 comes in, we write the announces for him. So constantly doing stuff.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Jose N on Facebook says, has there ever been one call that you really loved but couldn't play it on the show?
Yes, there are quite a few, and there's one in particular that we really loved. It took about 6 months to produce. It involved many characters on the show, like 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍, like Craig Gass doing his Gene Simmons impersonation, and we just couldn't play it. This call was so good that Gary reached out to this particular person. They do have a product that they sell as well, and even gave that person the opportunity to come on the show and be interviewed about it, provided that we could play the prank call. Still didn't happen. There are a lot of great prank calls that we just can't play. People say no, and that's it. No is no. Everything that we do, we get a consent for. And if we don't get the consent, we can't play it.
What percentage doesn't make it through?
I would say lately it's been like 40-70 in our favor. About 40% does not make it through. 40%.
Do you recognize that 40 plus 70 is more than 100?
Oh, my God, I just realized that. 40-60. 40-65, yeah.
Can we go back to the Series 7 question?
Yeah.
Michael G tweeted us.
So embarrassed.
Sal, is your hair growing back with a fake 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗍?
Feel it. What do you think?
It actually looks good. It looks pretty full.
Yeah.
Wait, I didn't feel it before. So
well, it was called 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗍, and I got it from India. I went to this website online because 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗍 is very expensive, and I can't afford it. So I looked online, and I received this Indian 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗍 called 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄. And I tried that for a little bit, but I was getting some wacky side effects. So I stopped that, but what I'm doing now is I'm doing Rogaine twice a day. I do the Rogaine foam. Get right in the peaks, rub it in, go to the back. How's the back look?
It looks good.
Yeah, fill it up there. That's it. And then, and just the opposite of my balls and cock. It's nair. Gets all the hair out. So bald here, full there. It's a match made in heaven, ladies. Match made in heaven.
Next is from Live and Uncut on Twitter. If you had to choose either your wife or Richard to live with for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Wow, that is a great question. Sorry, buddy. But I'm going to have to live with you for the rest of my life.
You pick me?
Do I stutter, shithead?
Thanks, honey.
Well, I've had my wife for quite a long time. I've known my wife for 16 years now, and I've only known Richard for 7. So to be fair and to balance it out, I have to give him at least 9 more. So, yeah. Welcome aboard, babe. You're in.
Thanks, honey.
You're welcome, sweetie. Anything.
I want to thank Sal for answering all the questions that you, the fans, provided. Keep sending your questions in via Twitter, Facebook, email, and video submission. And remember that this is your show, so don't screw it up. Until next week, I'm Rachel Fine, and I hope you had a fine time.
I know I did.
Thank you very much for that.
Shut the cameras off. Jesus.
Richie!
No, Richie. Bye.
Joe Frazier dead at the age of 67. He passed away yesterday after a battle with cancer. He was a great fighter and had 3 legendary fights with Muhammad Ali.
Knocked Ali on his ass. Legendary left hook, right? He had a very strong...
Yeah, nobody ever saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Boxing was always a huge deal in my house. My father always watched the fights, and I remember being in 4th grade. It was the first Ali-Frazier fight, which I couldn't see. But, when I started working on the show, and we got Joe Frazier to come on the show, I was excited because Joe was a huge deal. He was one of the great boxers of my generation. Ali was the greatest, but you always need a great opponent to show how great you are. And that was, Frazier was that for Ali, so I loved having Joe Frazier on the show.
I think a true boxing fan would say that boxing skills, strictly boxing skills, and a powerful left hook, Frazier might have it over him.
Of course he does.
Ability-wise.
I just watched a documentary about the last fight between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. And there were a lot of things at the time I was growing up that I didn't know about Joe Frazier that I have learned in the interim. And he really was an incredibly generous guy, a guy who loved people, and he loved being a star, and he was incredibly unrecognized.
People say you're a soft touch, that whoever needed help, you would just give them your money.
That's right, I would help.
And now
if I think he's worth it. I love people.
You do. You like greeting the people, talking to them. You're a champion, and that's it.
The one thing that always came through with Joe that I found interesting was he really never got over the fact that he didn't get the respect he deserved, especially from Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali has said, if your manager hadn't thrown in the towel, he doubts he could have gotten up to finish the fight. It was the only thing that saved him was you throwing in the towel. And you didn't want to throw in any towel.
No.
Some doctor said that if you took another punch, your brain would explode.
Yeah,
and you said, fuck that, I'm going in the ring. Would you fight Muhammad Ali right now? Why not? Why don't we set it up? Kick that motherfucker's ass once and for all.
Fight number 4?
Fight number 4. Grill in Manila, right here. I'll set it up.
Joe Frazier was one of the greatest boxers, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I remember being a kid, watching those fights with Ali, and he was the only guy who could really stand toe-to-toe with Ali. But those fights, man, were just legendary. And the great thing about Joe Frazier wasn't only his boxing acumen, but he was a real personality, which is no small feat because Ali was such a big personality with the rhyming and all the things that he did. But Joe was just a funny guy who had a great sense of humor, and when he came on this show, you got to see that side of him in a lot of ways.
I said, this scam booger.
Right.
He's talking about me like...
Say it.
He don't like me.
Holy mackerel.
I said, give me the power.
Yeah.
The energy to know how to kill that scam booger.
Ali is, the greatest of all time. I still say he's the greatest of all time, but Joe Frazier is pretty damn close to that.
Called you a gorilla and made
that was after.
That was after.
Yeah, before was
that
when
was
the money
after,
came.
and then he
After he called him a gorilla.
Joe has been such a great guest on our show over the years.
A great friend to the show.
He is. He's the greatest. And I told you, he's the greatest boxer of all time, and he's the greatest guy of all time. Robin's in love with Muhammad Ali.
Oh, stop
She's over there looking at his magic tricks, telling him he's a genius.
It.
Yes.
He was doing magic tricks for her.
Told me you give it. I say it's too goddamn late for them tricks now, man. You should have had them tricks.
He was trying to
had them tricks 20 years ago.
He was trying.
Get that left hook way. You know what I mean?
He was trying to show you the magic trick.
Yeah, he was trying. I told him it's too late.
It's too late. No magic.
Well, every time Joe Frazier came in, he always said hello to me and hugged me like he knew me, but I'm pretty sure he didn't know my name and never remembered me. But he was such a nice guy. His entourage was great. You know, I loved his son 𝗵𝗵cie. I loved his nephew that turned out to not really be his nephew, 𝗻𝗿, used to come in a lot, and all the people that were with him. We're really just a nice group of people.
That's right. Let me sing the praises of the Lord off key. Thank you. Now go ahead, 𝗵𝗵cie. Take over.
Well, the Lord is good, man. You know, He woke us up this morning, Howard. He gave us a new day. You know, look how God has blessed you.
𝗵𝗵cie, you preach like you box.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell's going on over there?
Yeah.
You got to get in the ring, man. You're putting me to sleep.
Joe Frazier, not only was he a phenomenal boxer, but he was one of the best guests ever on the Howard Stern Show. He just lit up the airwaves when he was on the air. So funny, so charismatic, and just so great, top to bottom.
You want to lick a girl's vagina?
No, not right now.
And you never done any gay stuff, right? In your whole life? Never.
Oh, no.
Never.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I love Joe on the show because Joe was just funny. There was that time he came in and he started talking about spoopledoop, which I think was really funny. And then I always thought when he accidentally fell, even though people falling isn't funny, it really is. And when Joe accidentally fell and we made that the end of our CBS TV show for like 2 years, sort of like Mary Tyler Moore's cat meowing at the end. I love that. Joe just came in, you know, he always had a story, whether it was cutting his toe off in the lawnmower or a lot of things. But, you know, Joe was just a part of the family.
What does that mean when a man has 4 or 5 different wives?
Not doing the job.
Not doing the job, right? The women that not doing the. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Amen.
He had a great sense of humor about himself and about the situations he was put in. So whether it was bringing in, you know, 𝗵𝗵cie or someone else, or him just coming in on his own, he was an entertainer first, and that's why he succeeded. You almost forgot he was a legendary boxer who can beat the crap out of anybody around. He was more of an entertainer. You saw that personality shine, and Howard really took to it. And of course, Howard saying that Joe Frazier was the greatest of all time, knowing Robin was such a big Ali guy, always made it interesting. So even though Howard doesn't know anything about sports, he did know about Smoking Joe Frazier.
You know why they remember you? Because you pounded him so bad, all he could do is one magic trick.
Yeah.
And it's the same goddamn magic trick.
I told him it's
Made says he will always remember Frazier with respect and admiration. Ali, who was involved in 3 legendary fights with Frazier, also said the world has lost a great champion.
Right.
George Foreman
Float like a butterfly, sting like a dead bee.
Yo, Frazier got me, can't you see?
Joe, even though you're gone, your voice will live on with the Stern Show, and we miss you, buddy.
Rest in peace, pal.
Your black heart soars with the angels. It's your voice.
What's up, fellas? What's up, Jeff? How are y'all? Hello, Howard, world. How y'all been? My name is Joe Frazier.
You sing
Welcome once again. We have one of the greatest pugilists of this fistic era. Not in the program, Smoke.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Do you reveal your penis size in this book?
Huh?
You got a big one, right? You got a big...
My fits?
Not fits. You know what I'm talking about.
something to us.
I told Joe when he was alive he was the greatest, and that what Muhammad Ali said to him was disgusting. And I just like to see that Muhammad said something nice about Joe. And Joe Frazier was a great guy and a great guest, and I will miss him.
We will all miss him.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Ronnie the limo driver came in and we talked about his poem that he read at the holiday party. Ronnie's still not really understanding how he insulted Howard. And then we talked a little bit about Ronnie and Doug Goodstein had a little bit of a disagreement because he thought that Doug threw him under the bus, and that turned into the whole thing. Here's how it all went down.
Now, do you guys think Howard had a right to be offended by Ronnie and what he did, or was Howard overreacting?
Oh, I think he had I think he had a right in a sense. As soon as I was in the back of the room when Ronnie was doing his speech or poem or whatever, and as soon as I heard that one line about Howard being an ass, I turned to whoever was standing next to me and I go, that's going to be the only line Howard heard. Because it was the only line I heard. This is what I heard. My boss is an ass. I mean, because it was, we played that tape today, which was kind of hard to hear. But standing in the back of the room, people are talking. It's noisy. There's that speaker system. And then I just hear a lot of mumbling. And then Howard Stern is an ass. And I knew that would cut right through everything. That'll be the one thing everybody heard.
Would you characterize Ronnie as a sloppy drunk?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when he gets really drunk, he does things he regrets. So I guess so.
Yeah, he's blacking out. I mean,
Okay, so here are the things that I've seen. Again, none of which bother me. I'm sort of in the whole thing, like with Benji. When Benji was acting wacky, say 2 years ago at the party, didn't bother me. I am just noticing this. All right, the Bubba wedding was a classic. Were you guys? You weren't working with us at the time, Jason. Were you at the Howard and Beth's karaoke
Yes, the
Valentine's party
yeah.
where Ronnie took his shirt off and
Yes.
passed out in the King's Throne?
I have pictures of it.
Okay, that was another great one. And then there's been a couple of Christmas parties. And there's also been a couple of Ronnie's. I haven't been to all of them, but Ronnie's birthdays at Scores and Rick's that I heard have been in that vein.
But he gave a weird drunken speech at my wedding, too, which was very nice, but he was just going on and on about how I go to strip clubs and like all this stuff. And at some point, I was like, Ronnie, does this go anywhere?
Was he like Zach Galifianakis at the rehearsal dinner?
Well, another thing Ronnie did today was actually walk out. If you missed it, let's hear that clip.
You've lost it. Your ego is way out of control. Dude, humble yourself a little.
All right.
You're out of control.
All right. I'm done.
You're drinking too much? Listen to me. Look at me.
I'm done.
What are you done with? What about an apology? What about an apology? Come here. Get in here. Get in here now.
No, you're not apologizing on mic. What the heck was that?
He just left. He left. He's done.
It's your worst moment, Ronnie.
Why did you walk out, Ronnie?
I was done.
But you were genuinely hurt. And surprised, right?
Ambushed.
Well, I would say blindsided.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming today, did you?
No.
But the funny thing is, everybody else did.
Okay. All right.
But I knew you didn't, and I knew that. I know that feeling. I've been in your shoes. You feel so blindsided that you feel stupid, and you want to leave.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to hear anymore. Just walk out.
When you went through your poem, and JD read it, you wrote it. Were you worried about that ass line and being crass, or did you think, oh, he'll know I'm just kidding around and just being yourself? I guess.
Yeah. Well, basically, if you listen to the end of it, I was complimenting him, but he doesn't get that. He just like.
Well, how is it a compliment if you say some people think you're an ass?
Some people. I didn't say me. I didn't say Gary said it. I didn't say you said it. I said some people, meaning
it could be anybody.
Media people, whatever people that always who's made fun of him and said he was shit or whatever on the air.
The Pope.
Whatever. Then I said how everybody here loves him, but that didn't translate into his head, I guess. I was insulting him and his wife, which I don't get at all. I'm sorry.
Well, the only thing he heard was you calling him an ass. I mean,
I didn't call him an ass, John.
Right, JD called. Well, JD,
no, I didn't call. If you read the fucking goddamn poem, John, I didn't say Howard, you're an ass, did I? I said some people call you an ass.
Well, Fred said
I didn't say me.
Fred said he had read it before. You showed it to him and told you might want to think twice about that.
He never told me to take the ass part.
I never said John was a pedophile. I'm just saying some people say John's a pedophile.
Thank you, Sal.
No problem.
But JD. When you were reading it, you told me that you thought twice about that line. You thought Ronnie may get some shit for that.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the odder parts of the poem when I did the first read through of it. But listen, I was just trying to power through it. I didn't want to. I wanted to be as entertaining as everything was made it out to be.
Do you think Howard has a right to be offended by what Ronnie did or how he acted?
I can see how Howard is offended, but I can also see how Ronnie was trying to. I can see how Ronnie wasn't actually. He was trying to say something nice, but in a weird way. I can see where both points of views are.
It seemed to me just like listen, if Howard, I can understand now Howard's point of view about it. At the time, I didn't realize it at all. It just seemed more like a roast kind of thing, but hey, some people say this, but we all love you. That's what it seemed like to me.
I think we're learning that it actually takes talent to write poetry, and that words are a tricky thing, and that, it's all about how you arrange
you've heard
them.
the last fucking poem out of me around here.
You're done?
That's for sure.
You're done?
I'm done, man.
Oh. What made you decide that?
What are you kidding me?
No,
are you fucking kidding me?
Your balls get busted all the time.
Yeah,
and
but
now
this is
all
like
of a sudden you're folding
I
up.
insulted his wife. How did I don't even know how I insulted his wife.
I can tell you.
We can tell you that.
Because they've been together a long time, and you
10
called
years.
her his new wife.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did,
Tape,
Ronnie.
that's what it is.
That's your blackout speech.
Ronnie.
You said your new wife,
Ronnie.
and I think that's a little sensitive in the sense that he's been with her for 10 years.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie,
You blacked out.
It wasn't part of your poem, but when you came back to give a speech,
Yeah.
Your second one.
yeah, you absolutely said that. We know because the reaction of everybody in the room was like, "What did he
I
just
think
say?"
you called her a chippy or something. Oh, no, that's what Scott's wife called you.
Yeah. It was right before you fucked Robin Salem at the party.
That was also funny because I had heard. Tell me, not to get too many.
You ask me whatever you want, Gary, because
I had heard
this might be the last time you have me on the air. Okay. So,
I had heard that you said before Scott's wife got there that she better not start with me. I don't want to take any shit from her. If she fucks with me, I'm going to give it right back to her. And then, like 30 minutes later, you guys were doing dances.
Yeah, because first of all, I wasn't the one who was really hurt by the whole thing. It was Stephanie who was hurt by it.
But what happened that she didn't give you any shit, I guess? Did she apologize?
She apologized to me, and she also apologized to Rachel for last year.
All right, so that's cool.
What about to Stephanie?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and to Stephanie.
So it was all water under the bridge?
See, but we didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
Worked
it was,
it out on the dance.
well, you guys didn't have cameras.
Now, what
You had to
happened?
follow me around.
No, you wouldn't come in this morning because you were still mad at the other thing.
Now, why did Howard think you were loaded when he first got there? He said you were drunk
I
from
wasn't.
the get-go.
I don't know. I didn't even do a shot. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know.
You were pretty drunk when I first got there.
I wasn't drunk at all, Jason, the whole night.
Well, you don't remember giving a speech?
I remember giving it. I just wanted to see. We went out to dinner the other night. Doug Goodstein and Richie and Ganji and I forget who else was there. And he started this whole thing with, "Do you remember the speech he gave?" And everything with him, he's recording on his phone. I mean, we're out for dinner. We're supposed to be like we're on vacation, but everything with him is the TV show. I mean, you can't have a night where you just sit there and have fun where it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes and no.
I understand.
Yes and no, because I think you were in here a little bit about a year ago telling me everything that Ganji ate when you guys went on that shoot in Texas.
Yeah, well, he asked me and I'm answering.
Dude, I don't care where this story's going. You were drunk at the Christmas party.
But I wasn't drunk.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't drunk.
What? You were worse than drunk.
No, I
You were
wasn't. No, I wasn't.
oblivious.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
All right, if you weren't drunk, how would you categorize yourself?
I was high, having fun.
Okay, here's a question: if you were driving and you got pulled over,
No, I wasn't driving.
Would you? If you were,
I would have went to jail.
you would have gone to jail.
But you'd be having fun.
I would have went to jail, but I wasn't loaded to the point where you had to carry me out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this guy walked out in his own 2 feet. What are we getting on
Yeah,
this
exactly.
ass for?
Matt in Syracuse, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, John. Hey, Gary. Love the show.
Thanks, Matt. What's up? What's your question?
No question. It's just rip Ronnie's ass apart. There's no question.
No, go ahead. Make your comment, Matt.
In fact, I think I'm ripping on Howard because I think if Howard's got such a problem with Ronnie's behavior, he continues to validate it by putting him on the air and making a big farce out of everything. If Ronnie needs to shape up, Howard's got to be the one to say something about it.
Who would have ever thought that Ronnie would be the one to take himself off the air? Like, I would have swore if it came down to it, it would have been Howard kicking you off the air.
What do you think of that, Ronnie? Do you think that if Howard were really, really upset with you, he wouldn't bring it up on the air? He'd talk to you about it off the air?
But I don't know anymore. I don't know where he's coming from anymore.
Did you talk about the party at all when you drove him in this morning?
Happy New Year. How are you? How was your vacation? That was it.
So how's that new wife of yours?
Yeah.
So this literally came out of nowhere to you this morning. You didn't expect to hear anything about the poem. Did you think you would be praised for the poem?
I don't know. I thought it was halfway decent. I didn't think it was terrible.
It's not like you rhymed ass was ass or anything.
It's not like I cursed him. I didn't curse. He claims I cursed him out, but I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I just don't get it. All he did was hit me this morning with, below the belt with everything. Didn't bring up anything like good stuff. Like the one good thing out of the whole vacation was how I got great shit on Twitter and from people about hosting the best thing of 2011. Didn't say a fucking word about that. But rather hammer me to death.
Did you really expect that he was going to walk in, flip the switch this morning? And
No. But
you should hear how good Ronnie was.
No. During this whole thing, I could have got something out of it where I wasn't fucking stabbed. You know what I'm saying?
Stabbed?
Fucking stabbed.
Well, he made an observation. It's not like he made it up. He didn't make up what you said. That would be stabbing you.
Yeah, I never said he... You can't win,
Ronnie. This is part of what Howard was making fun of you for this morning. You heard from a few people on Twitter that thought you did a good job, which I'm sure you did.
Few people?
And now
much more than a few people.
Why wasn't this the conversation this morning?
No. Jason, by the way, why are you hammering me now? Why are you in here busting my fucking ass now?
Oh, I'm busting your ass because you're on that microphone right there.
Okay, good. This was your part of your plan too, right?
Yep.
What?
John called me last
bring
night.
him in here.
It is never part of my plan to have Jason in here. Never.
All right, whatever.
He actually rolled in on his own.
Whatever.
But why? Ronnie's getting some good tweets right now. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm getting great tweets.
So, Ronnie, did you expect...
I can imagine.
When you were
I haven't even looked, and I'm not looking.
Before you walked out, okay, Howard hit you a little bit, but did you expect, like, Robin or Fred or... JD was in there. Did you think he'd have your back?
No, nobody has your back. Nobody.
No.
You could be 100% right. Nobody's got your back.
But who's to say what right and wrong is?
You can't win. I'm sorry.
Is there anyone on record that will say that Ronnie was not drunk off his ass at the party?
I think he was in control. Like I think he knew.
Benji, you have a low level of credibility.
No, what I mean is, I don't think Ronnie was like we've seen like people that are completely out of control at a party.
Ronnie
that throw up or like Ronnie has to be carried out. Like he wasn't. I think he for the most. I think he knew what he was doing.
There were definitely drunker people there.
I gotta say, there's in between being completely sober and not having to be carried out are many different variations.
Is there anything you did, Ronnie, that you're embarrassed about?
No.
There's one guy that was at the party that, at least in the back office, we all universally think was by far the drunkest person at the party.
I know it is.
And that person didn't do anything. You wouldn't say, oh my God, that person did this or did that. But if you ask me point blank who was the most wasted at the party, I have an answer.
But don't you think that that's because the person comes across as so laid back and conservative? Otherwise, you wouldn't have noticed.
It was definitely part of you're not expecting it from him,
right?
Even though we don't know him that well. But the other point is,
Jason, you can say who it is. It's pretty obvious.
At a certain point during the party, I'm pretty sure he had no idea who I was. Like, don't worry,
on High TV, they'll see who it is.
Who are you talking about?
Your dance partner.
Yeah, you were dancing with him.
Lots of pictures.
Tugging his tie.
Oh, John Lieberman?
Yeah. Billy and Reno, you're on the wrap-up show. Billy, you there?
Oh, hey, good morning, guys. I kind of feel bad for Ronnie in this situation because I felt like all morning Howard was playing the whole ass comment, and then even when they played the recording of JD reading the poem, they cut it off as soon as he says, oh, my boss is an ass. When I feel like it's kind of out of context when he was actually trying to compliment Howard.
Yeah, he said, though some people call my boss an ass and some say he's crass. And what's the next line?
But we think Howard and Beth are top class.
Right.
The problem was the setting. This wasn't a poetry club meeting.
Understood, Jason, but he wanted me to read a poem. He asked me to do it.
I'm explaining how the room heard it, not what was in the poem. Once you heard that line, ass, that's it. That's all people, I'm just saying, people start murmuring amongst themselves and they don't hear the rest of the poem after that. I'm just explaining to the guy on the phone, yeah, maybe when you're sitting and listening to it replayed back on the radio, it's a little bit different. But at the party, that's a lot. That's that line. Everybody heard that line.
Did you hear Robin's speech?
No.
Really?
No.
You sure you were there? You sure you weren't drunk?
I was standing right next to it, but I didn't really hear it.
You were screaming during it.
You didn't hear it because you were so busy yelling.
I was going to say, if you could have embodied the sentiment of Robin's speech into a poem, you'd have been fine.
Yes, Robin has 14 families.
I remember making a speech at the party, after the poem, but I said to Doug Goodstein that when we were, I was saying at dinner, that I didn't remember. So right away, you didn't remember? Get this on. Let's get this on tape. Let's get this on tape. You really didn't remember?
Hey, can I just say Ronnie does an awesome Doug Goodstein? Not the voice, but the face is awesome.
And then he ran in there this morning. It was like, ooh, like a little old lady. You couldn't wait to fucking spill his guts.
When you were writing the poem, did the word top class come before ass, and you had to get a word that rhymed with top class?
Yeah, well, the whole thing came together.
It was ass and crass.
But do you remember what order you wrote it in? Were you like, oh, I need a word that rhymes with top class?
I don't remember how I wrote. I scribble a lot.
I think he started with the line "Howard's an ass" and then wrote the poem around that.
No, I never said Howard's an ass. I said Howard. Some people.
Oh.
I never said Howard's an ass.
See, would he have been better?
Maybe you could incorporate
but that's how he liked to interpret it. That I basically called him an ass.
Now, would he have been better off if he said, "Jay Leno calls you an ass, but that jackass has no class"? Would that have been better?
It's still a horrible line, but yeah, that
pentameter's a little.
Look, yeah. I wasn't writing and communicating is a talent.
My paradiddle.
Ronnie, kidding aside, it seems like you get a lot of shit on the air. We all know that, but it seems like this time you're genuinely hurt. Versus other times you kind of brush it off.
I didn't do the poem to fucking insult him, and he keeps saying that I did it to insult him. So it's such bullshit.
Will you talk with him about it?
No.
Why not?
Because everything's on the air. He'll talk to me. If he wants to talk to me, he'll bring it up on the air tomorrow.
But you wouldn't talk to him about it on the air today?
No, because I was done. I had enough.
Will you go back in if he wants you tomorrow?
We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know.
Ronnie, it seems the one you're most upset with is actually Doug.
No, I'm not upset with
Doug Z.
I'm not that upset with him. I told him this morning. I said, we went out to dinner the other night. And you just can't go out.
You can go out.
No, you can't. Not with you, dude. Not with you. Because every time we go out, it's like it's a fucking TV show for you.
What do you mean? You broke news to me. I knew this was going to happen today.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen because I told you. I didn't know about it, but I did know about it.
You told me 2 weeks later.
And I wanted to just see what the fuck you were going to do.
You told me
right away, can I put this on my camera phone?
I got your reaction. That's what I do. Things don't only happen in the studio. Do we cover you all over the place, all over the country?
But
is that out of the studio?
No, yeah, because that's a booked appearance.
No. I'm talking
we were out for a social dinner with girlfriends, wives, or whatever, and to you that there is no in between. It's always a TV show.
That's right. The show's always on. It
good.
should be for you
well,
too.
Then you know what?
But we're
next
talking
time,
about
next
I like
time
Doug's
you
attitude.
make
what?
I like Doug's attitude.
No, you wouldn't like it, Jason. If you're always the center of attention with this bullshit, you wouldn't like it.
I would love it if I was
Doug,
the
if
center.
I don't think so.
Doug, if Ronnie said to you,
Don't invite me anymore.
if Ronnie said to you,
your
hey, Doug,
outside things.
hey, Doug,
No, I'll stop, Ronnie. I know you're sensitive to it now. I'll give you tissues next
No,
time.
I don't need tissues.
But if-
I don't need tissues, dude.
if this came up as it did in your dinner conversation, and Ronnie said to you, hey, I don't want a camera on right now, would you turn it off? Or do you know?
Yes, I would.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
would.
No,
and,
you wouldn't.
and just so you know, the 10-second clip of video that I shot that we're talking about of saying when I took out the thing on the cell phone, I said, "So Ronnie, you didn't know about the you made a speech? I just wanted to get his reaction because I know it was going to come up today." That's it. It's 10 seconds. I won't even use it. I'm going to erase it. I'll erase it right in front of your face. How about that?
How about it? Well, I wish you. I wish the pace was more like you.
Can I tape you erasing it?
Yeah, but would he erase it? No.
But I'll show it to you guys first if you want to see
Hey,
it.
Ronnie.
No, I won't, Ronnie.
But the
I'll
big
erase it
thing
if
was
you
I
don't
thought
want.
which was interesting. So you say Ronnie says he didn't remember. It was like virtual. I guess what's described as a blackout. And Ronnie, you're saying that was a joke.
I was saying, yeah, I knew exactly what I knew. I made a speech. I don't remember everything I said, obviously.
Do you think there were moments of it that you're blacked out?
No, I wasn't blacked out.
Well,
But what if you?
I just didn't remember.
If you don't remember
That
certain
doesn't
things,
mean I'm blacked out. You're blacked out. You're laying on the floor practically.
No,
if you're
no,
blacked out.
you could have a blackout, which without falling on the floor, meaning you have lapses in memory.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, like I didn't remember. I didn't remember saying about what you.
Right, the new wife thing. But see, that's
Yeah.
a blackout.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, it's not remembering.
Maybe it's early Alzheimer's or something?
Yes,
Yeah, maybe.
early old
Maybe
timers.
it is.
That's low.
Is it really early?
Gary, is it
That's
fair
funny,
for
man.
Ronnie to complain about Doug always having the camera on, or is that part of the bargain you make in being part of the show?
I don't like these guys hang around a lot more than I do off the show, so I just figure I don't know what their deal is. I figure they got it. If,
It always winds up in an argument. It really does. It does because he's got to film everything.
This whole exchange, we're talking about this whole conversation with the video is about 10 seconds. And
Whatever.
the conversation
It's still
was
a
about
camera.
2 minutes.
It's still right away with a camera. Oh, can I film it? I got to film it.
All right, so
I got to film it for the TV show.
John, I'll ask you a
That's
question.
right. And
I'll
we
ask you a
like to
question.
film you all over the place. We'll stop that
Yeah,
if you want.
but that's
But I'm saying
one thing has nothing to do
you're
with the
missing
other.
the point. I'm
No,
saying
you're missing the
outside of at your appearances, we shoot you all over the place, not just at your club at
No,
the
you
appearance.
don't.
Yes, we do. We go out. We have cameras sometimes. We'll do other things. We'll take you around and about.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But it's
And if something
part
happens,
of it's part of your work thing. We weren't working at all. Were we working at all that night? No.
I've been invited to the lovely 𝗏𝗏 household on several occasions, and none of that ended up on TV or cameras.
How come?
I don't know.
But Ronnie,
so you think it's personal?
It sounds like Doug said before he taped. He said, "Can I tape this?" Right?
It's like I'm fucking Doug's clown or something.
Oh,
You're not my
personal.
clown.
Yes,
See, it is.
I knew it.
Well, I'm going to be very sensitive to it because I respect Ronnie. Believe it or not, I do. I like him a lot, and I don't want to hurt his feelings. Seriously, I'm not.
No,
gonna,
you,
I'm not
no,
gonna
you
kid
don't.
around.
You didn't hurt my feelings.
I didn't do it to hurt your feelings.
It just proves how it's everything. Everything you can't, separate work from having a social night out.
But Doug, didn't you say you said, "Can I tape this?" before you taped it?
Yeah, he did, and I knew he was going to bring it up today.
Well, I mean, but
and this is Gary. Would you have brought this up if this happened privately at a dinner that you were at?
Yeah, I think I would. I wouldn't need it to tape it because my word is worth it. But I get what you were going for. I certainly would have brought it up. That Ronnie didn't remember totally.
Do you feel like Doug has you on a string in some kind of way, Ronnie? And when did you start feeling this way?
Do I have that power over
You went
Ronnie?
a
I didn't
little
know
strong
that.
there, John.
Yeah, I'm a puppet. Yes, I'm.
No,
Doug's
he's
puppet.
not my puppet.
No, seriously. When did you start? Is this something
just,
new?
No, it's not new because every time we go out, it turns out to be a camera thing. What do you mean?
But isn't that all?
I don't see everybody sitting there filming you, Doug.
Doesn't that happen when anyone and everyone goes out and with work? Doesn't something always happen? Doesn't someone always bring out a camera? I just saw clips from your
Doug,
New
I
Year's
could have
Eve
brought
party.
I could have brought out my camera phone in your house and taped things that you said. But that was so fucking ridiculous.
What, did Doug
Like
say anything
what?
interesting worth taping?
Doug's never said anything.
What? Marlo.
Unfortunately, Ronnie doesn't remember.
All right, wait. You invite people to your house, okay?
Right.
You invite them for drinks before you're going out. So the guy pours you a drink, and then he goes, "Would like some chips? Well, if you want, bring them out." Okay. Goes to the closet. There's no chips. He starts yelling to the wife, "Marla, we have no chips. Oh, we got some old kettle corn here."
Kettle corn? What are you talking about? It's opened it that day.
No, you didn't, dude. That was it was opened already. It was stale.
Party foul.
Give me a fucking break.
If you're going to tell a story, tell the story correctly.
telling it correctly.
No, you were supposed to come over. We had a babysitter at 8 o'clock, and you told me your girlfriend was not getting home till 6:30. I
Right.
gave you an hour. Figured you'd get there by 7:30. We'd hang out for 10, 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever, half hour.
And then you offered,
But you
and
showed
then you
up
had
at
nothing.
You showed up
Why
at
would
7?
you offer if you don't have anything?
I had plenty.
Don't offer.
I had a fresh bag of kettle corn.
Yeah.
I said, let me have an old bag.
All right,
Open the bag that day, you dummy.
The secret's out.
So ridiculous, Doug.
I know, you really got me there.
Did you realize there was such angst between the two of them?
I didn't even know they hung out. I swear to God.
No, we hung out.
And
We
we have a
hang
good
out.
time.
We
We have a
hang
great
out all
time.
the time. But you know what? It's so ridiculous. It's got to be about the TV show.
I thought I was the only one that got angry about snacks, but it's good to know I'm not alone.
I got angry because I didn't like. It was like all these little crumbs.
That's bullshit. I
In
agree
a
with
bowl,
you.
in a fucking bowl.
Fuck
and then
off.
he's asking his poor daughter, "Oh, would you like some?" There's nothing there.
Oh.
It was like little pieces,
No,
like
it
all the
wasn't.
bottom of
Oh,
the
my
bag.
God.
But I have
So
no
you're
way.
saying-
You gotta go get a bag of
I wish
Ruffles.
I
Doug.
pulled
Come
out
on.
the camera.
Doug starves a baby. Is
Next
that what
time,
you're saying?
I'm going to bring my own stuff with, so you have something.
Yeah,
there.
bring some dip.
Ronnie, you're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
get upset tomorrow when other clips potentially come up that from a private party?
I think he's talking about what you
New
shot
Year's
at your
Eve
New Year's
parties.
Eve
I
party.
didn't shoot anything.
See, I didn't. I wasn't there, but other people did.
No, but people asked me. They asked me in advance, "Is it okay?" And I said yes.
But Doug asked
Speaking
you
of
too,
spending-
though.
Yeah, but I knew. I said yes for a reason, just to see what was going to happen.
Oh, that was smart.
See what happened?
Yeah, I see what happened.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, there was a lot of talk about transcendental meditation. 𝗦𝗫𝗿𝗍 doesn't believe in it, although we don't know why. Gary's doing it, Jason's doing it, Ganji's trying to do it. So we talked about it and what you believe, and as always, it ended up in a fight, because all good wrap-up shows.
We should start off, since we have Ganji here, with the whole TM thing. And I asked 𝗦𝗫𝗍𝗿 to come down. I think he's going to in a little bit. But it seemed that conversation, first of all, page 69 is back. Some people are excited. Some people are terrified. I know Will and Jason are very proud of it. And they
Who does stories about them?
they have done stories about each other at times. But, yeah, you're right, Ganji. For the most part, it's all of us.
I like to do page 70.
But today there was a story about 𝗦𝗫𝗍𝗿 not believing in TM. But that quickly went from Scott not believing in something he doesn't do to Ganji and him not having the time to do it. And how we talked about this before, once your name comes up, Howard just seems to zero in on you. And he said a lot of things about you personally, the way you're brought up, all that stuff. And I know you don't enjoy hearing it, but I mean, let's start from the beginning. Can you make the time for this, or are you just choosing not to?
No, I'm trying to. I want to. So I'm trying to make time. What was happening? I've been doing it consistently once a day. So around.
Oh, so you've been doing it the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing it once a day. So I do it every day around like 7 o'clock at night. So I do it in my office before I leave work. So I've been trying to do it in the morning. My biggest problem is not getting up early enough to do it where it makes sense. So what was happening is I was getting up early and I was literally just moving from my bed to my couch and then re-falling asleep. So it wasn't like I feel like I wasn't getting anything out of it. I was just falling asleep in a different spot.
Okay, so if you're getting up early, why don't you get up early, shower, eat, do all your stuff, and then try it?
Well, then I just need to get up a little bit earlier to do that. So
But you were getting up earlier to do it anyway.
But I feel like I need to be up and like kind of like a little bit of little active before I.
Right,
Just
so
taking a shower is not going to make me not fall asleep on my couch.
So before you did TM, what you got up in the morning, right? And then what do you do?
Wait, in the morning?
Yeah, like you get up,
like before I did TM.
Right.
All right. I get up in the morning, I take the shower, and I'm out the door in literally like 30 minutes.
Okay, so do all of that, but get up 20 minutes earlier and then do TM after you get ready to go out the door.
No, true. And the other thing was a couple times where I was doing it again, I was falling asleep, and then I was like late for work. So
But don't you set a little time? They make a little app on your iPhone.
I do, but I wasn't hearing it for whatever reason. I wasn't hearing it.
Really? You're one of those guys?
It takes
Maybe TM
was
like 10
putting him in
alarms.
a
trance and he couldn't hear it.
No, it takes
you.
like 10 alarm clocks for me to get up in the morning, and if I fall asleep, sometimes I don't hear it. I don't.
Yeah,
So-
did you hear they made a movie about you?
What's
The
that?
smartest guy in the room.
Gary, everything you say, whenever you say something like that, you're the exact opposite. You say the exact same shit. Yesterday, you tried to tell me how Apple TV is the best thing there is, and I'm saying
No, I didn't say it was the best
Xbox.
thing. No,
I mean,
but see, here's we're not going
for
to
you, it's your way.
We're not going to turn this into a big argument. You, quite honestly, I said Xbox. I said Apple TV is really good, and you were more like, I use Xbox. You sort of discounted what I said. You're like
I don't
yours
see
is the greatest, and my idea was stupid.
No,
That's
for me,
because I didn't
I'm
know,
not an
hold
Apple
on a second.
guy,
I didn't know. I didn't know anything about your Xbox, and so we were talking about using TV and how you can watch things around the house.
Yeah.
And I said, I got to tell you, Apple TV is the greatest thing. And he goes, Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I use Xbox. He was sort of downgrading. Yeah,
I said I know a lot about that. I've used it at a friend's house, and I think the Xbox is better. That's it.
Okay, now that you two have agreed to disagree once again.
But Gary just doesn't understand that. He thinks,
he finds there's no issue with Will or whoever making fun of me for being mildly into religion. But yet you've got a view now on TM, and I can't make fun of that at all.
I didn't say you couldn't make fun of it. Well, I didn't say Howard said it. I think it's interesting. Listen, by the way, you're not the only one. There's other people here who are, I will say, skeptical. You're just a loudmouth about it. But you're not alone. In other words,
I'm not a loudmouth. I talked to one person, Doug Goodstein, about it, and then he yapped to Jason.
Well,
he
was upset about it. I will tell you that Doug told a couple of people because
he's a baby.
It's sort of like you're trying to try out this thing.
I'm confused though. Why is Doug upset? Because Scott put it down. Doug can't do it now.
I get it. I get it. When you're in a room with a bunch of people you deal with every day, and then somebody that I guess Doug respects on some level, tells you that what you're doing is stupid and gay and a waste of time and a dumbass nap, you start to you're trying to find your way to do it in the first place. Now, I know Howard would say, "Oh, are you such a simpleton that Scott DePace's opinion matters to you? Just do your own thing." But it does weigh on you a little bit. Like I know there's people here that aren't doing it that think it's dumb, but they just don't say it to me.
Can I watch you do it?
Sure. I mean, there's nothing.
Did you refer to it as a dumbass nap?
Yes, you have. You did to me too.
Maybe. It sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
But what about what Howard's saying? How could you not believe in something that you haven't tried?
Well, I would say the same thing to him. He has not tried religion or Christianity, right? I mean,
I think he has. Ultimately, he has. No, I think he's
tried Christianity.
No, but he's tried religion.
Well, not Christianity. Maybe that's
Christianity. You should know what you're into.
Yeah, he's into something different. Christianity.
Christianity.
Did I say it wrong?
Like 5 times.
Christianity.
That's right. That's it.
Anyway, so I don't understand. In other words, I'm just simply saying that I agree. If it works for him, that's great. But don't make me out to be foolish or.
But nobody did.
I don't believe it.
But see, nobody did. What happened was you were making Doug out to be foolish for trying it.
Doug and I are friends. I'm making.
See, that's a deflection.
But you're just saying. Howard says, "Well, you've never tried it. You don't know."
You just said, "Hey, if I'm into religion, don't mock me for being into religion." But then Doug tried TM, and you mocked him for it, and you're like, "Well, that's just me being fun."
But Howard and Will do mock me for, or they did once. I'm not even Mr. Religious.
Yeah, I don't think of you as very religious.
But it became that I was stupid because I happen to believe in God and that evolution perhaps is one of God's things.
Well, I'm having a vague recollection. Were you one of those guys who doesn't think that evolution should be taught in school? I couldn't remember.
No, it came up around that. I just said that I'm not willing to believe that a bang created all this thing. I think God is behind stuff, and that's it. I believe if there is evolution, I could care less if there is. If there is evolution, I think God is behind it. That's it. That was my simple statement that somehow made me out to be crazy. And I would just like to say that Howard basically said the same thing today, that since I don't believe in his way, that...
But let's get to the core of it, because I just asked you about it. You just said, "Hey, don't mock me for being into religion." And then I said, "Well, why'd you mock Doug for trying TM?" And you go, "Oh, we're just kidding around."
Listen...
But you just said, how do you know Will and Howard weren't kidding around with you for the sake of the air?
Well, that could be. But,
But you can't have it both ways.
Of course. And Howard can't either, right?
No, I'm talking about
Howard
you.
can't
Hold on.
either.
I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about Howard.
I'm talking about you.
How is Howard having it both
John, what do
ways?
you feel about it? Why don't you do it?
What, TM?
Yeah.
Because it's not for me.
How do you know? You haven't tried it.
Because I've talked with Gary and other people about it, and I respect that they're doing it, but ultimately, it's just not for me. I sit in front of I sit in front of a TV for hours. That's my TM. Okay, I get away that way.
Yeah, and I get it from golf. I don't need.
But I'm not saying I don't believe in TM and it doesn't work for people. And it sounded like that's what you were saying to Doug and others.
You were making it like John says it's not for me. Whereas what I got from what everybody said you said is you said it's stupid.
People need to lighten up.
No, but what do you think it's stupid?
I can't To me, it's something that I don't think I could use. I don't need it.
That's fine.
And that's fine.
But do you think it's stupid?
But amongst friends, yes, it's stupid.
But why?
Would I say it to Howard or you?
I think your religion is stupid. So what's the difference in what I said and what you said?
And you've told me as much. So what's the difference?
I have not. I'm not willing. I wasn't in on that conversation.
Of course, you've said it in the past. What do you believe?
No, I haven't. You and I don't talk religion.
In this room, we've said it.
Are you a devout Christian?
No, we're not.
But I don't think, Scott. I do think it's ridiculous that you say I don't believe in it. I don't think you know a lot about it, about what the purpose is, that kind of thing. But we do that all the time about every single subject here. How many of us tried the video caddy before we backed how silly it was?
I pretty much saw how it worked. I mean, I didn't have to try. I don't play golf, so it doesn't matter.
Well, that's ridiculous, though. If you believe it, see, you don't.
I know.
play golf.
No, hold on. I know that. I agree with Howard. This is what we're going to say. I know that
you're basically saying tripods are silly.
I know that you should videotape yourself playing golf. I know that works. I'm not sure that the clamp you're selling is the answer.
But
it's one answer,
that's
but
like
not the
saying
answer.
A tripod is ridiculous.
No, there are just better tripods and clamps.
But you don't
and you're
want,
not the, and you can't you can't
don't want a tripod on the golf course.
You
jerk
can't
off.
reinvent a clamp.
I didn't reinvent anything. I made one and brought it to a market. That was it.
So
that's all I did.
You're saying that you can call TM stupid with certain people because you have that relationship. With other people, you can't. So who do you have that relationship with where you feel comfortable saying something like that?
Most people here, but 𝗫 and Doug. If Will came to me and said, "Hey, I'm doing this TM," I'd make fun of him for it. Of course.
Who are you not afraid to give your opinion to? Who would you rather not give your opinion to?
Well, I wouldn't tell Howard that. I don't think I would. I don't think I would even say that to you.
I think if we were riding up in the elevator and I told you I was doing TM and that was the first you heard of it, you'd probably chuckle.
Inside, I would chuckle, and then I would tell you that I'm not into that. But we don't have that same relationship,
Gary, Howard said when you first had the list of who was going to do TM, he went through every person and knew who was going to stick with it and who wasn't.
That's right.
Now, do you think were his and your assessments off? Did anybody surprise you? I guess Sal bailed early.
Yeah, he thought that Sal would bail, and he thought that 𝗫 would bail. He thought that Jason and I would stick with it. And then,
how does he know that?
Just a guess. It's not.
He said on the air that Jason's disciplined. What the hell is? Who's he looking at?
What do you mean?
I mean, what's he? 300 now? 300 pounds?
Oh, weight-wise, you're saying?
I mean, that doesn't look like a disciplined guy to me.
Can you be disciplined in some areas but not others?
I mean, I guess because, maybe he just chooses. All right, I'm not going to be disciplined when it comes to my weight. But everything else I'll be disciplined with. I don't know.
Well, when he was describing everyone, he did say that about Jason. When he got to 𝗫 over here, instantly he knew 𝗫 wasn't going to do it because he can't stick with anything.
Because of my weight.
Yeah.
He's basing it on my weight.
Well, is 𝗫 disciplined?
I don't know, man. I don't know who's...
That's a no, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably a no, yeah.
Well, but he also said, 𝗫, because of the way you were brought up, you've always been coddled.
I don't understand where he gets that idea from. How was I coddled? I don't understand that.
Well, I mean, I could tell you how we think you were.
Right, tell me how.
Your father ran a business that he did very well in, and you guys all worked for him, and you never really... I mean, did you have to work growing up except for him?
Yeah, I had a paper route. I worked at Roy Rogers. I worked at a department store.
Oh, that's right. You worked at A&S.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
But you would describe yourself as just middle class, right?
Yeah, we were not rich by far.
Howard's under the perception that your father was a builder who was extremely wealthy and that you're a spoiled brat. That's his perception.
Yeah, I grew up in Queens. I grew up in a shitty neighborhood in Queens.
And then you grew up in a nicer neighborhood on Long Island.
Yeah, when I was 18 years old. By then, I was already in college and almost out of the house.
Well,
so it wasn't like
college boy.
But that's definitely his perception. For whatever reason, he thinks that you were the spoiled brat of a rich kid.
Look, growing up, my mother would buy our shoes from the supermarket, from Pathmark, and that plastic, the bin. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have money growing up. We were broke.
Don't you think Howard feels though, if 𝗫 didn't get a job here at a young age, he never would have gotten a job at all?
I think now that we're thinking about, I'm trying to think about things that have been said in the past, and I think the perception is that if 𝗫 didn't get a job in our field, he could always fall back on his father's business. I think that's the perception.
Well, I see.
Oh, so I lucked out that my father had his own business.
No, I think he
never wanted to work there. It's not.
I'm not casting aspersions. I'm just saying, in his mind, he's thinking like, well, you never really had to work that hard because you always had a safety net.
Yeah, but that's like saying I'm sure Howard's father could have got him a job where he was working. Everybody's dad can try to get their kid a job somewhere.
No, but your father owned the business.
Yeah, but but it's not like I was trained to work in construction. It wasn't like something I was planning to do as my plan B.
I've tried using 𝗫 for construction. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm not.
Really? He knows nothing.
Really? I would think that you're. See, that's funny. In my mind, he's like an ace.
No, I hate it. I've always hated it.
He was literally nothing better than a pair of hands to hold something.
Now, 𝗫 has been able to succeed at the TM twice a day. We talked about that. But someone who has been able to do it is undisciplined Jason Kaplan.
Yeah, I heard I'm undisciplined. What's up with that?
Nothing. Scott mentioned that you're undisciplined because...
No, I'm very disciplined. I go to McDonald's every day. It's hard to keep that kind of discipline up.
Okay.
No, listen, undisciplined would be if I was trying to diet and it was important to me, and I ended up being like Tim or 𝗫, or going on and off diets every 2 seconds.
So you don't care if you're... at what point are you concerned?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there.
Hey, can I just jump in? When was the last time I was on a diet? You're saying I'm jumping off diets every 2 seconds. That story he told was from 20 years ago.
I
I'm on diets every 3 days.
Well, weren't you in one of our contests?
Well, so was I.
That was 8 years ago.
That was for money.
So wait a second. You want?
I only was in the contest to maybe win money.
So you would like the world to dying people. You're dieting.
You would like the world to know that you're not trying to lose weight. You don't care.
I don't want the world to think that I'm this yo-yo dieter and I'm not doing anything and I can't. I haven't attempted to diet. No.
Oh, okay. I take that back.
Why did you decide to do the TM? Like, what in your life pushed you to
I just thought it would help me with some more focus. I would like to be more focused. I was feeling like I'm always tired. And one of the things they tell you is you can get some more energy. You know, so I always feel tired. And I wanted a little bit more focus. I feel like in this ADD world now, where like I have my phone, I have 2 computers at work. I'm like constantly looking between like TV monitor. You know, like I'm starting to feel unfocused, and I thought it would help me.
And do you think you'd be able to get up a little bit earlier and do this now that we've talked about it?
I mean, I hope so, and that's my plan. I want to try to. I'm trying to go to bed. I'm trying to transition into going to bed earlier. So each night, I'm trying to go to bed a little bit earlier.
Well, if you take all these TM naps, you're not going to be able to go to bed earlier.
They're not naps, though. They're really not, and they're not. And
they're not sleep replacement.
And they're not sleep replacement, and there's no spirituality involved in a sense. Like I don't believe in any religion. There's nothing like that.
No, I never said that there was.
I know, but I'm saying that you are just one person who thinks it's weird. I told us in the air today. I find it difficult to talk about because people really think that we're in some odd cult.
Describe it better, though. You get out of this, and suddenly you're like, wow, let me take.
But I didn't say that.
Or no, I'm trying to.
I'll tell you. I'll talk about something that's. Are you talking about the benefits of TM?
Yeah.
I mean, Gary, something I talked about in the meetings. I'm on prescription medication for my acid reflux. I've stopped taking it.
Wow.
No, but that
is just ridiculous.
But why is it ridiculous?
How could it have anything to do with your physical reflux?
But it does. So you sound ridiculous. It does.
So do you think the Sarno stuff is bullshit?
So hold on.
No, do you think the Sarno stuff is bullshit?
The way Howard describes it, yes. Howard describes it. It'll cure all back pain, and you know it's the cure for everything, which I think is bullshit. It may help. There might be a certain case.
I'm one of them. I can tell you right now. I went in and I was told to have an operation on my knee, which never happened, and I went to Dr. Sarno.
So why can't this help Jason's reflux?
Well, it is helping it.
Well, let me just ask you this then. Yeah. Could it also have helped him to go golfing and relax that way? And then reflux?
I don't think. I think it would be there's no proof that golfing cures acid reflux.
Can I just answer for myself for 1 second?
Real quick, Jason.
Okay. I'm very stressed out. I've been taking pills since high school for my acid reflux. I do plenty of stuff to try and relax. I smoke a lot of weed. I jerk off. I watch a ton of TV, which is John's version of TM. I do plenty of. I'm not play golf, but I have my own versions of relaxing. None of them have shown any results. I have not changed my diet. I have not changed my exercise habits. The only change I've made in my life is TM, and I've stopped taking pills. Now you can say for whatever reason that's fact. That's just fact.
Maybe you didn't need them in the first place.
Okay, well I couldn't go a day without taking a pill until a month ago.
John. Maybe it'll cure your diabetes.
What?
Try it.
TM?
Yeah.
John has a disease.
I'm skeptical of that. I will admit that.
New Year's Eve, I drunk dialed our fans.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't hear about, you didn't read any of the many articles on this?
There were articles?
Yeah, there were tons.
I was out of the country.
I'll tell you the story of how it evolved, this New Year's Eve of mine.
Well, how could you drunk dial fans?
You go on Twitter and ask them to give you their phone numbers.
Oh, because I was going to say, I mean, you don't have their numbers in your phone.
No, but I got them rather quickly. I hadn't been on Twitter in a while. Beth is on Twitter now more than I am. She has an account that is now verified because there are about 1 million fake Beths. And so she's on there, and she always reports to me this and that and the other thing. And, I just said, I should probably tweet something. So I tweeted a couple of things, but not much. I don't like tweeting because I get so much negativity, and I'm actually sensitive.
You don't like being judged. You're now going to be a judge.
Yeah, I didn't go on Twitter to be judged. I have this weird impression that Twitter is your fans want to hear from you. But yet on Twitter, if you say anything, it seems like it's mostly...
You're evaluated.
You're evaluated. People go, stop tweeting. You suck.
Great tweet, rotten tweet, too many tweets.
Right.
Who cares what you have to say?
I have friends who tweet way too much. I mean, they tweet literally, I'm going to the store now. I'm going to the, and I'm like, wow, it's a little too much information for me. But I hadn't tweeted in a really long time. But anyway, this is a kind of a weird story. So as we all know, when we left you, I signed a contract to be on America's Got Talent for this coming year.
Yes.
Where I will be a judge. And so one of the people that I spoke with at NBC, you know, it's not called NBC anymore. It's NBCU.
Yes, it's like a university. I thought they had opened a school.
That's why I joined up with them. I see that they're no longer NBC. They're NBCU.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I'm part of a big organization, like a college.
What is that, NBC Universal?
Yeah, because Universal, I guess, bought NBC. I don't even know that. I'm so out of it. I don't follow all that bullshit. I used to. I used to be into all of it, and now I'm not.
Well, we're out of that world. We used to be in the midst of it.
Right. We're not in the midst of
now
any
you're
world.
back. You're back in it.
Yeah. So, anyway, one of the guys who was responsible for bringing me in to NBC and America's Got Talent is this guy, Paul 𝗫𝗍𝗍, who I mentioned, you know. And Paul's a British guy. You know, he's got the accent. Hello, Howard. How are
I
you?
think we talked to him before we left.
We did. There were a bunch of people, like Meredith R. and other people who were responsible for bringing me in, and, you know, Simon Cowell and all that.
It wasn't a single person's decision.
It was a group decision, all the way up to the highest people at NBCU, you know, including Steve Burke, everyone. You know, everyone was in on this decision. But so anyway, you know, we went off on vacation. And
leaving the news hanging in the air.
Leaving the news hanging in the air. And the soap opera, that's my life. And about 3 days before New Year's Eve, I'm not sure exactly when it was, about 3 days before New Year's Eve, my phone rings. And you know I got that service that forwards my calls?
Yes, that wonderful service.
So usually I just don't pick up the phone. But all of a sudden it said, there's a call from, and I heard, Paul. So I knew it was Paul 𝗫𝗍𝗍.
That's the only Paul you've got.
Right. I figured, well, maybe he wants to wish me a happy new year because I'm his new guy at America's Got Talent.
Now,
who knows?
Come on, Howard.
Yeah.
It's you.
Well, it was Paul anyway. So I picked up the phone and I go, hey, Paul, how you doing? You know, happy new year. He goes, happy new year to you. So I said, Paul, by the way, you know, I'm really glad I signed up.
So he called you and you took over the conversation.
I did. Well, he said, hey, he says to me, he gets on the phone and he goes, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I heard you were saying a lot of good things about me. And I said, Paul, who would ever say anything bad about you? You know, I'm a charming guy. I mean, what am I going to say? You know what I mean?
What is there to say bad about you?
I said, Paul, who would ever, I mean, you know, I was like, wow, okay. But
tell me some bad stuff.
I go, Paul, who would ever say anything bad about you? He goes, well, that's very nice of you. He goes, you know, I'm just thrilled. I just wanted to tell you that I knew you had said some things. And I said, Paul, you know, I said, first of all, I'm really excited about being on America's Got Talent. And if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't be doing it. You know, you were very, very convincing and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, what do you think of the publicity? I think it's been fascinating how many people are talking about this. And he says, well, I'm glad you're happy with the publicity.
Oh, dear.
So I'm thinking to myself, Paul's being really weird. Like, what does he mean? All of a sudden, the wheels start turning in my head. I realize I'm not talking to Paul 𝗫𝗍𝗍.
Who are you talking to?
Paul McCartney.
Oh.
The Beatle.
What?
Yeah. So I realize it's Paul McCartney. I go, Paul, wait a second. Is this Paul McCartney? He goes, why, yes. He goes, you know how I feel funny saying Paul McCartney. I just said Paul. I go, Paul, listen, I got to stop this conversation.
He feels funny identifying himself because everybody's supposed to know him.
Yeah. So I said, Paul.
You're not the only Paul.
I go, Paul, listen, I got to tell you what's going on in this conversation because you must think I'm fucking weird. I said,
yeah, you two are getting publicity.
He goes, what is all this publicity? I go, no, Paul. I go, listen, and I'm glad you're thrilled.
Are you two getting married?
And I must have sounded like such a fucking asshole because who talks about their publicity?
Well, you are. You thought you were talking about this to a guy you're in business with,
right? So, you know, and quite frankly, I was going to say to Paul, Ringo is the only Beatle that can use a first name because no one else is named Ringo.
That's right.
There's a lot of Pauls in the world. So I said, Paul, I thought you were a guy from America's Got Talent. Oh, really? What's going on there?
He didn't know?
No, he didn't know anything.
Oh,
I go, Paul, they tapped me to be a judge on America's Got Talent. Oh, I said, you know, it's this thing I'm doing, and there's a guy named Paul who has a British accent, and I thought it was. I don't think he fucking knew what I was talking about.
He's lost in his conversation.
He didn't know. But
well, what was Paul calling about?
Paul was calling because he had heard that I had said some things about him. He was thinking I realized what it was. I thought it was I was talking about his Linda's photography book. I think when I was playing the song Ooh You, but I didn't remember what I had said or what it was, why he'd be calling me, but he was calling me with his wife. His wife I've met. They were calling to wish me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. That they just, were thinking of me and they wanted to say hello.
And he had heard you were saying some nice things.
Right.
Wow.
So I can't tell you how exciting that was for me.
Of course.
Because I love Paul McCartney. I mean, who doesn't? Unless you're an asshole.
Well, as you said, who could say something bad about Paul?
Right, but I was talking about Paul 𝗤𝗏𝗏.
Well,
So-
in that sense, it was a good sentence.
So I turned to Beth afterwards. I said, "You're not going to believe who that was. That was Paul McCartney and his wife Nancy." And I spoke to Nancy for a while.
But wait a minute. Your phone said Paul,
Paul.
and he just said Paul.
He said Paul.
Oh.
And I heard a British accent. Who the fuck is going to think Paul McCartney's calling them? Nobody calls me.
Oh.
My phone lays
He
dead.
doesn't even think he should tell a recording, Paul.
He felt like I don't
It's
know.
not like he was talking to a person.
Right. If he had said Paul McCartney, I would have been in business.
Right.
Well, anyway,
Might have fainted, though.
I got to tell you, I spoke to him for about 5-10 minutes about various things, various topics.
He probably got off the phone and said,
Oh.
I'm never calling him again. He's crazy.
Yeah, well, no. Then it got normal afterwards, and we
Okay.
started chatting about a couple of different things, about what he was up to, and he was talking about a tour, and he is going to be doing some stuff during the year. And I said, are you
They
burnt
should
out?
do America's Got Talent. Maybe you'll win.
Yeah. You know what I said to him? It's funny you said. I said to him, "Hey, Paul, with some practice, you could win America's Got Talent. I'm the judge. I would vote for you." I also told that to Billy Joel, by the way.
Is that right?
I said, "Billy, go on America's Got Talent. You'd win." So he could probably use a couple of bucks, right? Why not?
I don't know that Billy Joel needs
He
money.
doesn't need money, but why not?
It's never bad.
So after I hung up, I was like really on a high. I said, I said to my wife, that was really amazing. That Paul, when I was
In your lifetime,
yeah, who would ever think that Paul
as
McCartney
a
would call me?
kid,
Right.
never, ever, ever dreaming that one day Paul McCartney would call your phone.
Right. So anyway, fast forward New Year's Eve, my wife and I were alone. We decided not to go out. And I was also, I was busy with family and stuff. There was all kinds of things going on. And so we sit down and we have some time to ourselves. And I'm talking to her and I said, that call that I got from Paul McCartney was unbelievable. I said, who could I do that for that I know?
That you could just make somebody's day.
Make somebody's day. So without missing a beat, Beth says, Marianne from Brooklyn.
Wow.
So I said, you're absolutely right. Marianne from Brooklyn has been the most loyal fan ever.
And never asked for anything.
Never asked for a thing.
The others ask.
Right? I said, and if I called her home and wished her a Happy New Year, I think she would really flip out.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. So I called Gary and I got Marianne's number. The number Gary gave me must have been old because no Marianne. I got like, I don't know. Like a doo-doo-doo. That number has been discontinued.
That's odd that we don't have her number. I mean, we talk to her almost every day.
Well, yeah, but I called Gary back and I said, Gary, if you can, get me a good number on Marianne from Brooklyn because I do want to call her. So in the meantime, I'm sitting there and Beth says to me, well, who else can you do that to? Or something like that. And I just said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Twitter and I'll ask people for their phone numbers, and then I'll call them. And they would like it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And she said to me, well, why don't you just tweet that you're drunk dialing? I said, drunk dialing? Who's going to know what that is? Evidently, that's a thing.
What is drunk dialing?
Drunk dialing is something you do, like when you get drunk, you call your old boyfriend or you call your old
like
girlfriend.
Richard when he called and told
Right.
somebody he was peeing.
You're right. He told JD, I'm going to fuck you. Or, you sexy bastard. Whoever
Will
he was,
Murray,
Will
I
Murray,
love you.
Yeah. He was calling Will. So I was just like, drunk dialing. No one's going to know what I'm talking about. She goes, no, they'll understand. They'll send you their numbers. So I tweeted that I was drunk dialing, and if anybody wanted me to call them, send me their number. Well, I got numbers.
Of course.
Yeah. So I took one at a time, and I started calling people, And like the first guy I called, we were talking we have the loveliest fans. We truly do. I mean,
These weren't the guys who write these hateful things.
No,
huh? You didn't find them.
No, it was like one person after another was so great. There was all kinds of reactions. Some people were rather chatty. Some people were like, Oh, okay, Howard, thanks for calling. You know, almost like they didn't put their own number up. There were some people who got very shy. They clammed up on me. And then there were just some people who were like, okay.
And these were just phone calls. You didn't record them? You didn't,
No.
You just made the call.
And after I made each call, I posted that I called the person so they know it was really me.
Yeah.
And then when I was done calling, I did a couple hours straight.
Couple of hours?
Yeah, I got to about 60 people.
Wow.
Some people I left a voice message to because, oddly enough, by the time I got to them, they were not even there. So in between, Gary gets back to me with Marianne from Brooklyn's phone number. I call her home, no answer. I call her cell, no answer. I leave a voice message on both. And then a few minutes later, I said, she's going to be killing herself.
Right, but she missed these calls.
Yeah, she was going to freak out. So later on, I called her and I got through to her and spoke to her. But it was really kind of a nice thing to do. It was really great.
Sounds like a lovely gesture.
And then Jillian Barbary also tweeted her phone number privately, and I called her, and I called Jeff Jarvis, who was on Twitter, saying that this was, again, a revolutionary thing, that no one's ever thought to do something like this.
Yeah, so just like when you watch private parts with the fans.
Right. So this was like, and like Beth goes, why has no one ever thought of this? I go, because they're not original.
Or they're just lazy.
They're lazy.
They're not thinking.
Right. I said, now everyone will be doing it. Well, I drunk dialed for an hour, then I ate some dinner, and then I drunk dialed for like 2 more hours.
You had so much fun, you went back?
Yeah, and we just sat on the couch. The cats were in our laps, and we were dialing people and calling them and saying hello. And you know, it felt good actually.
Good.
And our fans were great, truly great.
Well, you know what? I think even those people who say rotten things would be great in person. They wouldn't be that mean.
Yeah. Marianne from Brooklyn.
Oh, my God, Howard. What can I say? I don't know how to thank you.
She was coming in her pants.
Oh, wait, Howard.
Where were you, Marianne?
I went to pick up Chinese food because my daughter's friends were getting ready for New Year's Eve, and my husband said it's going to be too crowded. I missed both calls, Robin. I was so bummed. You have no idea.
Oh.
How could it be that I missed Howard calling me? And then, like a couple, I think maybe, I don't know how, 2 hours later, an hour later, my husband said, I feel so bad you missed it. And I said, so do I. This is how I'm going to start my new year.
Yeah, I knew that she was freaking out.
She would be bummed.
So we just decided, like, about a half hour later to call her again because I just knew it would be like, she'd be like, oh, fuck. You know, if Howard finally acknowledged me and, yeah.
Howard, you get it. You get it.
Marianne will never leave her phone again.
I mean, you didn't take your cell phone with you?
Just to go pick up Chinese food.
Whoever calls her.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Marianne.
Howard, can I just say one thing? How bad did I sound? Was I really crazy? Or
No, you sounded great. We had a long conversation
Was she
with her.
calm?
She was calm. We had a nice conversation. Yeah,
I love you, Howard. You don't know how great that was, how you made my year, how everybody on Twitter, Facebook, whoever knows.
Thank you, Marianne.
How's it, Howard?
All right. Jeff Jarvis. Now, this guy's fun. Jeff Jarvis wrote me privately because I follow him and he follows me.
Yeah.
And he says, call me. So I said, okay.
Like you wouldn't?
Yeah, I would call Jeff. So he had his number there. I call it. And I get, this guy does not take calls from people with blocked numbers. So I wrote to Jeff, I can't call you because you have a blocked number. I mean, I have a blocked number. And he goes, that's not true. I don't have that. He goes, you must be, you don't know how to dial.
Your drunk dialing is off.
Yeah, he goes, you don't know how to dial. So I said, okay, maybe this guy knows what he's talking about. Maybe I hit the wrong number. And Beth was reading the numbers to me, so I know I wasn't dialing them wrong. I dialed again. I got the same fucking thing on Jeff Jarvis's thing. It said, you can't get through if you have a blocked number.
Right, unblock your number.
I wrote him again. He goes, very, very strange what you're saying. I don't have such a thing.
How dare I doubt you?
Yeah, so then Jeff tried, he called his own number, and it turns out he's blocked. He's blocked. I couldn't call. I tried.
There was a job years ago who called us all the time, and I forgot that we blocked. So I missed this golden opportunity.
Yeah, but Jeff was following
you didn't get to Jeff?
Jeff was following my drunk dialing. He liked it.
It was magnificent. You know, you watch Twitter, and if you just do a search on Howard Stern, right, you could see it scroll by. And there were, first tens and dozens and 20s and hundreds, just people putting their numbers up there. And so people said, my God, you're putting your phone number on the internet? Well, we used to have phone books.
That's what I said to Beth. Beth goes, how can these people be putting their phone numbers on the internet? I said, they're in the phone book. What do they give a shit? I said, who's looking to call them? I think some guy told me he got about 20 texts afterwards and things like that. But most people sit home. They got their numbers. They're public.
But it was a great thing to watch because, not to kiss your ass as usual, Howard, but you really understand that entertainment isn't just about putting out a product. It's about relationships. And you watched how your fans were going nuts saying, this is great, and I want to talk to you. And then you saw the aftermath of the calls. There was one guy who had you call a guy named Lou who's paraplegic.
Yeah, Lou. This is funny. I got one tweet. Guy, so can you call Lou? He's a paraplegic. I call his house. Now, Lou didn't know I was calling because
he was put up by somebody else.
I get Lou's mom, and she goes, hi, who is this? I said, it's Howard Stern. She says to me, look, what's going on here? My son's a paraplegic.
Don't fool
she
around.
She thought someone was fooling. I said, ma'am, I'm telling you, I got a tweet from so-and-so. I'm drunk dialing. I understand Lou is a big fan, and I'm calling him to wish him a
Did his
happy...
mom understand drunk dialing?
She evidently did. So I never heard this term before ever. So I go, ma'am, I assure you, I am Howard Stern, and I'm calling your son to wish him a happy New Year. She goes, okay. And you could just tell, like, she was so nervous that I was some asshole that was going to really fuck with her son. So we got on, and I'm talking to Lou. He was a great guy. We talked for a couple